We here?
I think we're here.
Okay, good work, everyone. And I have already posted everything. I just hit retweet on
Yes.
Twitter. Yeah. All right.
Should I retweet it? Should I repost it?
Why
Do something?
not?
I'll do something.
And while he's retweeting that, everyone buy tickets to see our live show in LA on May 4th.
Guys, I know you guys get sick of things when we like talk about them all the time. But when I tell you that we will be saying buy tickets to our fucking live show every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing more stressful than being like, oh, we have a live show coming up. Have people bought tickets. So
bought tickets. Links right there. Ooh, in the chat.
It's in the chat. It's in the comments. If you are in the LA area and around on May 4th, please buy your tickets to the 2 Gay Mats live show. It's going to be so much fucking fun. How's everybody doing?
Everybody good?
Oh, wait. Let me change the visual so you can like more easily read.
The visuals?
I want you to be able to read the chat.
Oh, the chat. Okay.
Yes, you know how it is.
Oh, I wonder what it's going to look different than how
it's just going to be a different aspect ratio, darling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Okay, cool.
All right.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, everyone buy your tickets.
Go to eventbrite.com.
Go to eventbrite.com. Get your tickets.
Hello,
Montana, This Wave, Tyler, Jeff, Olaf, Joe, Rebecca, Jake, McKenna, and my mother. Hello, mother.
Hi, everybody.
Ben.
I saw Bruno Mars in Dead, and I'm like, what? Yes.
Well, you know,
he likes to gamble.
I guess we'll talk about that because that's in the title.
It's in the title, yes. Did you see that story?
I didn't read it, but I saw the headline, and I was like, oh, no.
It's wild.
Y'all get the opportunity to throw tomatoes at me in person.
Yes, please.
Big men, will you give peace a chance?
We love peace.
Okay. Happy Sunday, Jen. Tara.
Hi.
Hello.
Michael Smith. Hello. Talia. First time making it live. Brianna, welcome.
Hello, Brianna. Okay, color scheme both matching the wallpaper.
I guess that's true. I didn't think about it. Who bought a box or a vinyl? I mean, I of course bought a box. The Beyonce.
Oh, the Beyonce box. Is
box.
she doing the same thing where she's selling like 4 different ones?
And I just bought one.
4 different. There are because the cover hasn't come out yet.
It has
right?
not.
Yeah.
It's not. We've seen that like picture of the thing.
The tease.
The tease, but no.
And when I found out that was a tease, I was like, oh, good. I was like, good.
I don't hate that picture.
It's a nice picture, but like I want a little more.
No, I would like to see her on the cover. Do you see the rumors that Bruno might be on Cowboy Carter? No, I have not seen those rumors.
That'd be cool.
But I've always wanted a Bruno Beyonce
Apparently, he needs the money. So,
seeing Maisie tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys? Y'all should sell trefoils at the show. That'd be kind of funny.
I don't know. Is there a way to get like a specific Girl Scout cookie sponsorship? Because
if
we get a trefoil sponsorship, come on, that's what we need. Joe Jax, you both look amazing. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I believe Joe Jax and I have been DMing on the Instagram. He had questions. I had answers. And
questions for what?
Just about when the next live was.
Oh, okay, great.
And
next live is right now.
And it's right now.
You answered correctly.
I did.
Good job. Hello from Chicago.
Hello.
Vanessa. Oh, the crazy, sexy, cool shirt. One of my fave middle school albums. I can't believe my mom bought me.
Well, I'm glad you got it.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift album? Speak now.
Fearless. Fearless. I go back and
that's that.
And that's that.
Love the top, Matt Steele. Thank you. I got it when I was in Scotland in 2019.
Oh.
Yeah. On my birthday, I got it.
Oh.
June 19th, 2019.
And was that when you were there for Spice Girls?
Yeah.
You were in the European Union?
Yeah. Do we know if that is really the teaser? I feel like that is the cover for Cowboy Carter.
I hear it's not. Like on the website, it's like this visual is not the cover. And so it's like, great.
Okay. I just went in search of Cowboy Carter advertisements to snag, but no luck. Hello, Montrez.
Hi, Montrez.
Just saw the new Mean Girls and loved it. Revenge Party and World Burn were amazing. Montana says, send me a bunch of 2 Gay Mats t-shirts and I'll rhinestone them for you to sell at the show.
I love that.
Folklore. We got a Folklore fan.
Great.
Hey, from Manchester, UK.
Hello. Super sleep deprived. Don't know. Hope you get some sleep tonight.
Well, what time is it? My brother's in England right now, actually.
What's he doing in England?
Him and his boyfriend are there. I don't know why they're there.
Are they vacationing?
I guess they're just like chilling for a
That's
week. I think
nice.
my brother's on spring break.
Oh.
When's Easter this year?
I think it's in March this year.
Yeah.
I think it's late this month. Right?
Okay.
Let me look it up.
Because I would think that my brother's spring break, because my brother's works at an elementary school.
Right.
I would think that their spring break would be Easter, but who knows? There was a schemer a while ago about Bruno Mars asking fans for money, and a fan gave this person she thought was Bruno thousands of dollars. Now I wonder, was it really?
I'm sure it wasn't, but It's pretty funny.
I had a dream. I went to the Eras tour last night.
Aw.
When is the Eras tour over?
Never.
Like,
she has 2025 dates. It's never over.
Truly, like,
What did
this tour
Katie
lasts
say?
forever.
It's never really over.
I mean, she was right. If Dolly and Beyonce rumor is true, I don't think I'll be able to handle it.
Oh, could you imagine us all listening to a Beyonce cover of Jolene together in 2 weeks? I just like cannot fathom the album comes out so close to now.
Sure.
I like haven't wrapped my head around it.
It's so weird, and we don't have a cover yet.
I know.
Track list, but I guess she did that with Renaissance. Like, she put all that out like a week before.
But I want it now. I don't wait well. We know this about me.
I know. It would be fun if Beyonce's album featured Alison Krauss.
That would be
the
fun.
bluegrass singer who previously held the title of most Grammy awarded woman before Beyonce overtook her.
That would be cool. I assume she'll be collaborating with mostly black artists, but maybe Alison Krauss will get thrown into it. Wait, what's happening with Bruno? Is he's broke or what? Yeah, apparently he owes a casino $50 million. So,
well,
that's not good.
Steele, any plans to see Love Lies Bleeding? Yeah, I'll see it. I mean, I'll try. I'm sure I'll find some time. It just came out this weekend, right? So
yeah,
I got some time.
And I think someone asked if we'd listened to the Casey Musgraves album. I did not. Matt Steele did.
I did.
That's
My
great.
favorite track is The Architect. I think that is a beautiful, simple track. And I think that plays into her strengths really, really well.
Oh.
I also like Dinner with Friends, even though it's very weird.
Did Matt Palmer have his teeth done looking freshly white? Thank you, darling.
Oh.
No, they're not done. They're lit well, darling. Our teeth always look good in the lighting. We love that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What about my teeth?
Your teeth look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I still wear my retainer every other day. Every other night.
You wear your retainer more often than I do, and then when I wear it every few weeks, I'm like, oh.
You're like, oh God.
I know. I'm like, what happened? Why does this keep happening to me? And it's like, well, babe, it's your fault.
Oh, I thought we say Beyonce's new cover art, the sash with the cowboy Carter over the saddle. Is that not it?
That's not it.
It's not it.
That's what we're understanding. Palmer, don't go see it. It's very graphic. Okay, great. Good to know. I don't like graphic. Would love a Mickey Guyton and Beyonce collaboration. I could see it.
Who's Mickey Guyton?
She's a black country artist.
Okay.
Cool lady.
If y'all had to pick an artist to do their own Eras tour, who would you pick?
Mariah.
I mean, I feel don't a lot of artists do.
They don't. I mean, they're not as specifically
we're
now
going
we're
in
doing
order.
this section. Now we're doing this
Okay.
section.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody. I mean, Beyonce at some point is going to need to do something because she has so many albums out. And I realize it's good. Like when I went to see Renaissance, I was happy to see the Renaissance show with some other songs sprinkled in. But at some point, I need a greatest hits tour. Let's get a little bit of everything.
Sure.
You know?
I mean, Taylor is very and I kind of think the same way too. She very much carpet, sort of really makes each era so specific and really focuses on the differences between her eras and everything, and really makes a point to market an era as this different essence, this different thing.
It's true.
I think she pays a lot of attention to that.
Janet Eras tour, that would be amazing. She's done greatest hits tours before, so that wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. Beyonce's setting herself up perfectly for an Eras style tour with this trilogy. I have a permanent retainer on my bottom front teeth. I love that.
Just a person said Sabrina or Olivia, and I was just for Eras tours, they only have
Exactly.
2 albums.
They both have not big discographies yet.
Sabrina or Olivia. I mean,
I listen to Olivia's music more.
I know more of Olivia's music. Sabrina, I only know Emails I Can't Send.
Yeah, great album.
Great album.
Don't need to get into Tinashe's new era. I think we were really inundated with Tinashe all at once at a moment. But I think we are. I think, at least for me, I'm getting halfway. I sometimes just need a little break from an artist.
Yeah.
And I might be ready to dip my toe back in at some point. I loved Halle Bailey's new song. Oh, I need to listen to it. I haven't heard it yet.
Brenda Lee's Era Tour, when?
I hope she does well.
Have you guys seen the preview for Mary and George on Stars? Thoughts? It looks very gay. What's Mary and George?
It is a new show with that guy, Nicholas Galenzine or something. I don't know his name. He's in Red, White, Royal, Blue.
Okay.
And he is in a new period piece where he's also hooking up with men at some point for some different reason. So we love that. I believe he is a straight actor, but I'm glad that he, gets to
I thought
work.
there was a rumor that he
It's the other one.
Oh.
It's the other one.
It's the other one. Okay. Unpopular opinion, Eternal Sunshine isn't that good.
Ooh, that is unpopular. I like it. And I'm more and more obsessed with fucking We Can't Be Friends. Especially We Can't Be Friends into I Wish I Hated You. Like, that's the peak of the fucking album.
It's so good.
And so as I re-listen, I'm just more and more blown away.
No, Britney Spears is very much alive. Thank you.
Yes. Did someone say emails I can't send?
We did.
I mean, between Jimmy and Montana, we have our Sabrina-nators. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, what do y'all call yourselves?
I don't know.
Just carpenters?
Yeah, I actually think it is carpenters.
Yeah.
Why do I know that? Why do I know what these young artist fan groups are called? It's something you learn when this is a part of it.
Jao, I've heard that opinion, and honestly, I still love it. You still love the album, or you love that opinion?
I bet the album.
Okay.
I'm happy about it. Olivia's music feels explicitly anti-eras down to the album covers because it's pretty similar. But musically, there was growth, which we appreciate. Not do his album aesthetic is definitely something.
I have a question. What is the cover of Eternal Sunshine?
I mean,
I've seen every option there. Like, what is the official cover? Is it the heads?
It's the heads.
Okay.
So that's the one that's on streaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
the heads.
The heads.
Opinions on Ray. Love her. Love that album. Y'all heard Sabrina tease the new album. Great. Sorry, Tyler said, I forgot what's part of being a gay black man. Because it's something I do, I assume.
What is part of being
I don't know. I don't know. I'm seeing that there's something a part of it.
I can't tell you
about it. You really can't.
I can't. Oh, the casino Bruno Mars owes money to is the casino he has a residence. Yeah, I love being late to the drums.
It's all true.
I've never been a fan of Ariana and I'm obsessed with Eternal Sunshine. It is the girl Rina Sawayama self-reflection energy that really resonates. Did you guys hear Ariana talking about Yes and Remix? She said Mariah all the way up. I don't want to hear myself.
Yes, I heard her say that to all those people that were mad at the mixing. Blame your fave.
That is Ariana's vision.
That was Ariana's vision. Mariah was like, I sent my shit in.
I love the Dua Lipa album cover. The radical optimist sees a dolphin. All others see a shark. Oh.
I didn't get that.
Oh, also, guys, we don't have any email my hearts, I don't think. So if someone wants to send one.
Yes, if people want to send.
2gaymats@gmail.com, 2 spelled TWO.
Yes. Listen to Crazy Sex School for the first time today, and OMG, it's so amazing. Fantasia finally got an award for her performance in Purple.
NAACP Image Award winner, Fantasia.
Absolutely. Thank goodness Dua's album isn't in March or April. I mean, May is still right next to
and
that.
It's the day before our live show, which if you still haven't bought your tickets to, you can click the link in the info section.
Yes, info second. It's at the top of the chat. It's pinned to the chat.
You can see it May 4th.
May 4th. Come see us live. And we're going to be able to hang out afterwards and hang out with people. So, yeah.
So you can all these arguments that we're having about album covers and everything, we could scream in person.
I know. There will be a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
If I were to take a bet.
Yeah.
We're putting the show together now, and I have a section that I'm like, maybe we'll argue during that.
Oh my God. I love that.
We'll argue during
I think maybe we can have a section where like people in the audience like read us for what they think are our worst opinions.
Oh, I mean, if people have things to say, we have an IRL My Heart section of the live podcast, but people are going to have to come in knowing what they're going to say. Okay, what question do you want? Do y'all want me to email you? Whatever questions are on your mind.
As long as it's appropriate.
Patreon exclusive Jeff intervention. I'm one of them, Tyler, and I didn't like the cover too. Were you surprised that Dua is coming out with an album so soon? Her singles haven't been hits. No. I mean, her singles have A, done fine, and B, like at some point she has to put the album out. Like we've been ramping up to this album for a minute, it feels like.
Can I join in on that intervention?
Not intervening on Jeff. I mean, you can come and see it in person. Jeff's going to be there, not to, spoil some people who are someone's bought tickets yet. I love We Can't Be Friends. Oh, as do I.
I've listened to it so many times.
It's just so good.
Like,
it's just so good.
And I'm just singing it. I'm at work, like making milkshakes.
I know.
Crying to myself.
There's just no way not to have that chorus stuck in your head at all times.
It's so good. We can be friends. With that little gay heartbeat
I know.
Background music.
It's lovely. It's perfection. Okay, wait. I'm going to try to get some of the things in order right now.
Get them in order.
I don't know that I have all of our stories.
William says early May is the absolute earliest the Dua album can come out without getting trampled by Beyonce or Taylor.
That sounds right.
I mean, I just imagine like she was planning on March and then Beyonce announced, she was like, nope. And then Taylor announced.
Exactly.
Nope.
I feel like those announcements absolutely had something to do with the date of that.
And Normani was probably like, maybe I'll do May. And then Dua said May and Normani was like, nope.
No, I mean, we still don't have a date for Normani, do we?
Come on, June, Normani, June.
Yeah, I mean, I would like a little break.
No.
Matt Steele's like, let's do it. The email for us, 2gaymats, TWO, gaymats@gmail.com. We have gotten Montana's. Thank you.
2gaymats@gmail.com.
Can we have the option to buy a ticket for one of your family or friends for those of us who can't make it but want to support it? I mean, yes. I mean, Venmo them and send them the link. I don't know the best way to transfer a ticket.
However you want to arrange.
However you want to arrange that. Do y'all like Kanye West? No. He's a talented artist, or was a talented artist, had great albums, but he is anti-black and anti-Semite. Don't like him. Like, there.
Well, that's that on that. Feels weird that Training Season and Houdini are not popping, but I love those songs anyway.
I think Houdini's doing fine.
Yeah, I feel like I hear Houdini.
Yeah, I think Houdini is actually doing better and better.
Where's the Lord fourth album?
That I don't know.
That's a great question.
We just listened to the third one recently, and she needs the fourth.
Now we're
ready. Let's get that fourth together.
Get the fourth cracking.
Grace.
No, Grace.
I'm not reading that. But
do y'all love Tovlo or Tuvelu?
Tuvelu.
Yes.
Yes.
She's great. Grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
And
Cool Girl for me. I love Cool Girl.
True Romance is my song. True Romance is my song. Oh, I love that song.
But he's black. How can he be anti-black? Well, when you say slavery is a choice, and you put that Trump hat on, you're pretty clearly anti-black. So I don't care what color he is.
Steal early Best Picture prediction for 2025? No clue.
I know it's too early.
Some people are saying Dune 2, and I'm kind of just like, okay, it was incredible.
Yeah.
But like, it came out so early in the year, and also like, since it's pretty much all but confirmed there's going to be a third one, I would imagine they would want to give it to the third one.
Is that what they did for Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, like they gave it to the third one. I mean, it could, or the Godfather, they gave it to part 1 and part 2.
Oh wow!
But who knows?
I feel like that's
We'll see what comes out. We'll see what comes out.
Oh, Jake just sent us an email. Thank you so much,
Thank
Jake.
you. Do you have a favorite Madonna album? Ray of Light.
Ray of Light. Confessions number 2.
True Blue is my number 2.
Okay. Wow.
Jeff says, I'm with you on True Romance. Steele. Yes.
Glad you have someone agreeing with you.
Oh, I don't understand why you. I think that song is so stunning.
What about a Zoom link for purchase for us too far away? I don't know if I can set that up.
That's stressful.
Like, yeah, we're getting it all together. But I think we're going to be able to at least record the audio, and that'll be on Patreon after we do it.
Yeah.
I remember when 2GM would randomly do a lip sync video. We'd have a lip sync video.
We did, because it was like a competition between you, me, and Matt Bridges. And it was like, and the way we like organized it was just like, okay, we're gonna post like 3 different.
It was confusing
videos. And we really made that so hard on ourselves.
Look, we were figuring things out. We were figuring things out. And people didn't like my lip syncing, but then many years later, people liked it. And the
Your lip sync was so underrated.
Thank you.
You were on it. Like you were really on it.
And people were like, "This is not giving Beyonce," and like blah blah blah. And I was like, "You guys are mean. You guys are mean."
Yeah.
But everyone liked my Mariah lip sync for the acapella, so we made it back. Hi, No Angel. If you're in California, click the link and come to our live show. See you there.
See you there. Close by Nick Jonas and Tovlo.
Close. There's a song called Close. Yeah.
Jeff will be holding an iPad up with me on FaceTime during the live show.
I'm looking forward to that.
Not a fan of Ari's new album. It's her worst for me. No.
Yeah, Positions.
Positions.
I mean, yours truly for me is, I like The Way. I like Right There. A lot of it is so close to Mariah. It really does give me a weird feeling inside. So I can't listen to that one. But I find Positions more boring. Is that helpful?
Okay, I guess it's helpful.
Matt Palmer, Best New Artist on Grammys win. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. I don't know what songs you've been listening to, but I appreciate it. I need to work on this music too, because
when's that happen?
Babe. I don't know if you know, but we have a pretty busy spring. So I'll get focused after the live show. Do you think Lemonade is Beyonce's best album? I think it's between Lemonade and Renaissance.
Yeah.
Do you like Tate McRae? Yeah, she's a great dancer. I'm excited for that up-tempo album that I hope she's making.
Let's see how many emails
I know. I think we have at least. I think we got 3 at least.
Okay.
All right.
No more emails.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
I know. We did.
Okay. Unless you want to send them for like next
future weeks.
Send them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you were dedicated, you'd quit your job, Jimmy. Oh, no, don't tell people to quit their jobs. Everyone keep your jobs.
Keep your jobs, please.
But again, if you want a New York City or, other live shows, you got to buy tickets to this one.
I just read Montana's email.
It's amazing.
It's great.
Because again, guys, if people don't come to this one, we're never doing this again. Where do you think Cowboy Carter is going to rank in her discography? I mean, it's going to be, we'll have to listen to it, but
yeah.
I think she's just in a spot now where she just makes incredible music all the time.
And I feel like we're in a spot now where you can't really like rank Beyonce's most recent albums because they're all just so remarkable in their own right.
Absolutely.
Like you really can't. Like I can't compare Lemonade to Renaissance.
No.
Like they're just so different and such. Oh, and B-Day.
You know my feelings on B-Day. You know my feelings.
The fact that people don't appreciate BJ enough is like that. Like even Beyonce fans don't appreciate BJ.
Know.
It's like, what crack are you smoking? Sorry, but like, what is wrong?
I know.
Like BJ is when Beyonce was like, I am Beyonce,
and it was her first visual album. Lest we forget, there's a music video for every single one of those fucking songs. What's your favorite movie soundtrack? Waiting to Exhale. For me, do you have a favorite movie soundtrack?
No.
Look at this bitch. Loves movies, loves music, hates soundtracks.
I just don't think about movie soundtracks. This isn't 1998, girl.
Chris, don't say that.
What did Chris say?
Something awful that I'm not.
Oh no, Chris.
I'm
Chris,
not acknowledging.
Please,
No.
Please.
No. I don't want to hear that. No.
Yeah.
B-Day has so many bangers. Absolutely. Palmer, what vinyl did you pre-order? I pre-ordered the CD box set, and I got the black.
I've never heard Lemonade before. Were there any hits from that album?
Formation.
There was Formation. All right, ladies. Now let's get in Formation.
I'm sorry. I can't come to the LA show. Everyone else buy tickets so two gay mats can come to the Seattle. That's okay, McKenna.
Yes. Make McKenna's dreams come true
Exactly.
and buy tickets to the LA show.
You weren't supposed to open my email until it was time. I needed that raw reaction to my email. I didn't see it. So I'll give a raw reaction, which, usually I'm giving the more raw reaction anyways. Someone's trying to be nice.
Well, listen, I can act like I just read the email for the first time.
That's true.
Montana.
That'll be good. Oh, favorite movie soundtrack, High School Musical for Matt Steele.
Or I feel weird calling movie musicals like soundtrack.
Oh,
even though they are sound.
It's like this is the whole thing.
It's because to me like a movie soundtrack is more so like songs that were picked specifically for the movie for like background music, whereas like a movie musical it's kind of just like, oh no, this is part of the movie.
Right. I mean, also some of the songs for soundtracks are written like all of Waiting to Exhale was written for that.
That is true. Yeah.
Someone asked, "What's the best song on Eternal Sunshine?" I'm thinking "Imperfect" for you, Jason. We disagree there, but I love "We Can't Be Friends" and
"The Boy's Mine."
I Wish I Hated You. "The Boy's Mine." Those are my top.
My two favorites.
Oh, over "I Wish I Hated You."
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, "Boy's Mine" over "Wish I Hated You" all day, every day.
I think I'd put "I Wish I Hated You" above "The Boy's Mine." I would.
This is a new development.
It is. That's the song that's grown on me the most, and I loved it. But can't wait for y'all to come to Australia to do a live show just for me.
Yes.
I love it.
Tar is Steele's favorite soundtrack.
Oh,
yes,
Lord.
Tar.
Okay. Thank you, Montana, or whoever just did that. It could have been Grace. I'm seeing a couple of little wrenches active in the chat, and y'all are great at your jobs.
I always miss all the the bots.
Nope. I saw a bot that was really saying something, which also was like, babe, you're in the wrong place.
I don't even know what it was. It
was something we don't need to hear.
The fans keep pushing that narrative. I'm tired because if she's anything like her idols, she's making music forever because she loves to do it. Don't see her retiring anytime soon.
Yes.
I 100% believe B is doing a residency at the Sphere for this album.
Please know I'd go. Please know that I would go.
She'll want it to feel intimate since it's country. Is the Sphere intimate? Is it intimate?
I mean, compared to stadiums, it's intimate.
Guess.
How many people can sit in the Sphere?
I don't know, but like it looks so vast in there. You know, it looks like a planetarium to me, and that's scary.
Do you not like that?
No, I hate planetariums.
Oh, I love. I guess you in space.
Yeah.
Would you go to the Sphere, or would you be too scared that like the back room would turn into a planetarium?
No, I wouldn't. I would go. I would suck it up and go. I'm an adult.
Okay.
You know, if we get some cheap tickets.
I'd go. Congratulations on the live show, Mads. You both really came a long way. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. Favorite Destiny's Child song? Ooh, that's a great question.
I don't know.
I love a song on Destiny Fulfilled called "Through with Love." It's really, really great. It like has such a driving and like vaguely religious Really emotional, great vocals from all three girls. I mean, obviously there are the classics, Say My Name, Bills, Bills, Bills. But Through With Love is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, I would say My Name or Bills, Bills, Bills for them.
Classics. Do you think Kelly Rowland is jealous of Beyonce? No, they are sisters. The Sphere should have been for Renaissance. It does seem more tech heavy than this country album will be, but I'm glad she did stadiums because I'm glad I could get tickets that weren't $1 billion.
What if she does like what Lady Gaga did and she's just like dive bars? Could you imagine Beyonce doing a concert at a dive bar?
That would truly be hilarious.
It would be so funny, and like you would probably go in being like, what the hell could one possibly do at a dive bar? And she would just make it the most wild experience.
Also, like think of how like because the dive bar would be so incredibly small, how much would those fucking tickets be?
Oh my God.
Thousands of dollars.
And how like insane the people would be all squished together.
Yes.
Like
If is an underrated DC song. Yes, I like If as well. Through With Love is a great song. Oh, it's excellent. I'm through it. I'm through it in love.
I've been watching since the Sound of Music live reaction, and I'm so sad I'm in Virginia and not close.
That's okay.
Oh, that's a long time. That is 10 a long years.
Time. You've stuck with us through the bad times and the good. You were probably around when we used to just like put up a video and then like not put up one for 2 months.
I know. Remember those days?
That was fun.
I want to like rewatch all those old videos and just be like, what the hell were we talking about? I listened to this audio and I'm just like, we were so tinny. Like we are just echoing.
I had not gotten the audio together.
And we would legit just scream at each other.
Yeah,
like we had not mastered the art of just like waiting for the one person to stop talking. Like we would just be screaming at each other.
It was a time.
Yeah.
It was kind of iconic. Temptations, one of my people have been saying she may be incorporating Mexican country music as well, and Selena may be tapped as a sample. I'm shaking.
Okay.
That'd be cool. Writings on the Wall is my favorite Destiny's Child album. Absolutely agreed.
I've been watching since 2014.
Oh, GUI.
Since GUI.
I don't think the Gaga fans liked that.
No, they hated it.
I was going to say, surprised
because we were like sort of like joking the entire time. Of just fun. Like we were kind of like, okay, we have to interpret every single specific solitary detail because everything means something because our pop blah 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 and everything. And we were kind of we were very tongue in cheek about it and like having fun with it. The Gaga fans were very mad. It was a rough time for the little monsters.
It was.
So like. They were on edge.
Yes.
But, you know.
Farrah's still waiting on her luggage. That's hilarious. Would y'all consider doing a series of reacting to not as big artists? We would, we have a couple Justice 4 videos where Matt Steele or I bring up an artist that should have done better, that people should know and talk about that. And we also are available if people want to reach out to us and pay for us to react to something of theirs. We are available for that, to be hired for that. But we can't promise that we're going to be nice. I guess that's always the caveat.
I think we will always be nice. We will be
usually
honest.
When people pay, they have good. Like we've never been in the situation where we've been like, "Hey, we need you to react to this." And it's been bad.
Yeah.
Y'all Sweetener review is pretty iconic. Oh Lord. But you liked it. I became a fan. Okay, good. We did like it, but you know.
Which artist would you want featured on Act 3, assuming it's a rock album? I mean, you love your Rob Thomas.
We were just listening to Rob Thomas in the car today.
Really?
Like, oh! But we were listening to Yourself or Someone Like You, that Matchbox 20 album. I'm trying to think of like an actual rocky artist.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz would be great.
Be fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, Heather says, and you guys are getting more attractive with age.
Oh, that's
Thank
kind.
you.
I do think we look good. Half of it's the lighting, but
the lighting has gotten better.
The lighting is better.
As have gone on.
But I think we look good.
Yeah.
I hope when we don't look as good, y'all still watch.
Yes, please.
Comments on Justin T's new album, haven't listened. And are we discussing Jennifer Lopez this stream? Let's not. No, I'm not. I had that news story up for a second. I was like, this is too mean. She had to cancel 7 of her shows. I think that's mean, especially as people who might have to cancel their damn show ourselves. I'm kidding.
Listen, it's hard. It's hard selling
If we've learned anything in the past, also we'll talk about it in the podcast during the podcast, but I'm a little impatient, so I want them all sold right the fuck now.
Sure. Yeah.
Avril would be great. Bring Jack White back for Act 3. They did have a great.
They did great together.
They were great together.
I mean, Don't Hurt Yourself is.
Yes.
I fucking love that song.
Any newer generation R&B girl y'all listen to? I mean, Victoria Monet is my favorite new R&B girl. And you can listen to Matt Steele reacting to my favorite songs on Jaguar 2 on our Patreon.
Imagine B does country versions of songs from Renaissance on the next tour.
No, thank you. She can do the country songs. I don't need like country remixes of house music.
If there were to be one song that you would want to like reproduced,
I mean, she did an irreplaceable country version at some point, and like that didn't seem like a world away, you know?
Okay.
The acoustic guitar and all that. What's the next? We actually recorded the next bracket video, and it's about flop albums. And speaking of videos where we just scream at each other, this is adding to that pantheon.
Yeah, it's coming this week at some point.
Yes.
We don't know what day. We couldn't put it out Friday because we're waiting for an ad to confirm.
Yes.
Steele, we need to see you in a Renaissance shirt or Spice Girls concert tee.
He's had my Spice Girls shirt.
I was actually almost about to wear it today.
You're on the cover of this podcast.
Check out our logo.
Yes. What vibe would you want for Olivia's third album? Whatever she wants. The girl can write.
The vibe she's doing now works.
Yeah.
Like
something in like the rock arena.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing with like Guts is like it was very similar to Sour. Even the cover of the album was like very similar to Sour, and so it was kind of just like, oh, is this going to just be the same thing? But it's just it is, but it's great.
It is, but it's great, and it's like it's an elevated version of Sour. Like it's I want her on the same trajectory.
Like, don't fix what ain't broke.
What is broke, in my opinion, is getting those singles together.
Yeah, like let's go.
So the next era, if we're just gonna hold off on the next era, I need the label to have an exact plan of what singles, when they're coming out, when the videos are dropping. Because it's like there are hits on Guts, but many in the world won't hear it because they're not going to be on the radio.
And like, how hard is it to just pick a single and go?
Clearly, like, for her label, it's hard.
Like I don't.
And it's like also get him back.
Yeah, like
get him back.
It's not hard, but like once you like pick a single, like how hard is it to like send it out and like promote? Like
I don't know, man.
I mean, and as people who like do stuff relative to that, it's like it is a little challenging sometimes. But like there's more that goes into it than like you would think. But still, it's kind of just like you got the people to do it.
Montana, can we have a 90-minute live about Kate Middleton, please? You wouldn't want that from us because remember when we did the what's that fashion red carpet thing? The Met Gala. We did the Met Gala video, and at our hearts, we're just not fucking fashion gays.
Yeah,
you could see it. If we were sitting here talking about Kate Middleton, we'd be like, I guess we haven't seen her.
I guess I wish her the best.
Yeah, she had a stomach issue.
I hope she's okay.
Maybe Will is cheating. Is that his name, William?
William.
See, we're not. Yeah. There have got to be some royalist gays out there.
My brother, he's in London right now, and I was just like, oh, you're gonna have everyone like talking about like Kate Middleton while you're out there, and he's just like, who's that?
Well, we're doing better than that. We're doing better than that. But yeah, we're not a world away.
Ballad of a Homeschool Girl deserves more. I'd rather quality over quantity every time. Not that her singles were bad per se, but like you guys said, they could be better.
Oh, for who? Olivia?
For who? No, we're not mad about like the single choices. No. We're mad that a single hasn't come out.
Yes, no, there needs to be like a choice made.
A choice made.
And like promotion done.
Yeah.
Fine, Zoom me and I'll take over. Steele, have you ever thought of auditioning for a music video? Would you think that may hinder your proper act or propel your acting endeavors? Because I can see you in a Troye Sivan video or a Casey video. I'm praying.
Thank you.
That's very kind.
I mean, I will audition for whatever people want me to audition for. I just have to get the audition.
And he is one of the stars of Matt Palmer's breakup video.
Yeah.
So watch Matt Steele. Do you throw pasta on Matt Bridges?
I throw a bowl of pasta on Matt Bridges.
Yes.
Yeah. Breakup by Matt Palmer. YouTube it. You will see the music video. It's a
good one.
Truly classic piece of music.
Thank you so much.
And a truly iconic video. Directed by Ryan Bartley, director of Devos as well, now available.
We can't promote literally everything we've ever done on this, so let's focus. Buy the tickets for the LA show.
May 4th.
May 4th.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I have thoughts. Have you all heard the new Flow single? No, but I heard that they put a video out for it, so I'm thinking of maybe we could do it for Patreon or something.
Okay.
That'd be fun. Because people love Flow, and I love Flow.
Flow's cool.
Not good for your brother for not knowing who that is. What's another musical theater role you'd cast Ariana in? Kind of want her as Christine Day. Who is Christine?
Christine Day, the lead in Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I don't know, but I do think casting her as Glinda is quite inspired.
Yeah. Because I was thinking Alphaba for her.
But then when I heard Glinda, I was like, oh,
like,
that's
that
so
makes
right.
Sense.
That is like...
If we're talking about messed up promoting, can we talk about why Normani's album isn't out, but she has like 20 singles? I do think the cover dropping was great, the way that was done. The cover is great, but it has now been a couple weeks, and we need a date for even just the single, just the real single, a date for it.
When was the last time we got an album cover before a single?
Interesting question. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The Tortured Poets Department.
Okay, fair.
We did not know anything about that.
Fair.
A live rendition of Devos at the show. That's funny. Hey, we do have Mitchell Palmer and Ricky Redmond? I almost called him Ricky Rose, which is not him.
Ricky Rose.
Before we have another Ariana in a musical movie, we need Dove Cameron in Legally Blonde, the musical, the movie. And yes, I would love that. Dove, I'm sure, is lovely, very talented. We need that film immediately.
No.
I will never stop whining about the fact that that's not a movie yet.
Yeah.
Because truly, I tried to watch the movie Legally Blonde since the musical. I'm like, but where are the songs?
It's like, you need the Ireland. You need Ireland.
Ireland. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
It's true.
Anyone coming at us from Ireland? Matt Palmer's roots?
Oh, Lord. I guess there are my roots. Matt P, don't you?
Ariana would be great as Roxy Hart. She'd be great as Roxy Hart.
And Ariana Maddox is currently Roxy Hart on Broadway. I assume she's Roxy.
How the fuck do you know that?
Well, because Ariana's Ariana from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, yes. Wait. Ariana from Vanderpump Rules is in Chicago on Broadway?
Yes.
I mean, God bless you, Chicago. Chicago on Broadway, good for you for just keeping it rolling.
Is Roxy the stunt cast role? I assume it's Roxy, right? Or is it?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Velma is the seasoned Broadway vet, and then they always cast
Brandy,
the new person.
Yeah, the new person.
The Vanderpump Rules star.
That's true. Vanderpump Rules star
as Roxy.
And apparently, the ticket sales are better than they've been in
years. Of course, you know what?
People just want to see Ariana. Oh my God. Do you think Ariana Grande will be nominated for a Grammy this year? Yeah. That album.
I could see that album
Grammy nominated.
Oh, for pop vocal album? Come on. Absolutely getting nominated.
Okay, should we start recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right.
So yeah, if you're new here, just know that we're really going to start recording the podcast now.
Hi, everyone. Let's cut to the chase. We have a show coming out May 4th. It is live and it is in LA. So if you want to see us in person and you are in the Southern California area, please buy tickets. Where can they find the link to that?
The link will be in the show notes. They will be in all of our Instagram situations. Wherever you can think of a link for Two Gay Mats, you will find a link here. Also, if you go to 2gaymats, TWOgaymats.com, it'll take you to all of the links related to us. And the first link is going to be the link to the LA show. Please buy these tickets as soon as possible because I'm a person with very little patience and I need to see the tickets selling and sold so I can sleep at night. And you guys want me to sleep, don't you?
Yeah, because if he doesn't sleep, he's going to look terrible and then you're never going to want to watch us again.
Let's not say terrible.
Okay.
But it would affect me personally. And if you bought tickets, I would be over the moon. So see you there. May 4th is when the show is. It's going to be so much fucking fun. And make sure to click the link in the show notes to get your tickets.
And that's all we have to say. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Just kidding. We have a whole show for you.
There's more.
Oh, we really got him there. They're probably so scared that there wouldn't be a show.
Okay. Also, I'm going to do an ad here.
Okay.
Because, we haven't gotten it.
Oh, ad?
Yes, here, insert an ad. See if it works. Did I do it? Oh, here we go. I think it's happening. Ads inserted. Yes. Okay. We love an ad. Okay. I guess I should get my news out.
While the ad is playing, I can look at what I did this week.
Yeah, you have them written down what you did this week?
There's a new app called Journal, and you can write down everything you did every day.
Oh,
and so I'm how I like to remember things.
That is true. You do love to remember things. Okay, well,
are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay. Do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Two Gay Mats, the podcast. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And we are back again another week. And Matt Steele.
Yes.
How has your week been?
My week was very good. I just told Matt Palmer, I was just I'm going to look through this new phone app called Journal that iPhone now naturally installs in your phone when you update it.
Okay.
And you can just write down everything that you did during the day just so you can look back and remember it and it helps your memory, blah, blah, blah. Yes. And I looked through it and I'm just I didn't do shit. I'm
do you write in it every day?
Right before I close my eyes to go to bed.
Wow, that's actually pretty amazing.
Thank you.
I don't think of you as someone who takes self-care seriously, but it feels like a part of that.
And it's kind of, you know how I am about remembering things.
I
like looking back. I was always that kid who would pop in home videos and rewatch stuff. I was always all about that. I would look through photo albums. I've always just loved doing that. And I think that I attest that to my very good memory.
I believe that.
And so So basically, like before I go to bed every night, I just like upload a picture of something, anything that I took during the day, and just write down like I did this, I did this, I did this. I don't usually get into like how I feel about it.
Okay.
But, like, and it's usually just like I woke up, I did laundry, I went to work.
That's so depressing.
I did some work at a boba place, you know, so I did like some work. I did work a lot this week at the restaurant.
Okay.
And because we're a little short staffed at the moment. And so I'm working like extra days. But I also did some work on a shot list for my very good friend Cecilia. She is producing a proof of concept for a really, really great series that she wrote and is trying to sell.
That's so exciting.
So she is essentially filming like the first scene of this series that she wrote. And she's having me direct it. So I'm doing that in May. It will not conflict with the May 4th live show. Tickets available for that now.
Yes.
And so I just started doing like shot list stuff for that.
Nice.
And, like had like talks with her about like how we want it to look, all those like nitty gritty details. So once we have the day we shoot that in May, like we're extra prepared.
Nice.
And I can go off without a hitch.
Are you flying back to Jersey for?
I am. Yeah.
Wow. How long are you going to be in Jersey?
Just like a week.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, so it'll be nice.
That'll
So
be
like
great.
I have my like Jersey trip for the middle of the year planned because I
love
usually
that.
go back some point in the middle of the year.
Totally.
So might as well be for when I'm directing.
Yes,
some
you're.
shit.
I love that you are really wearing this director hat lately. It's really impressive.
You know, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt Palmer, what have you done this week?
This week was a really nice one, and it was like a lot of work during because the thing is I took Friday off, and so whenever I do that, it's like the first 4 days of the week are more hectic, more involved than I ever want them to be. But Friday was off, and that was lovely. And I went down to San Diego with Jackson because two of his friends from college are both psychologists and also teach at college universities and are professors of psychology there. And they were having a conference. They live on the East Coast, and this conference was in San Diego. So he was like, oh, since they're going to be in the San Diego area, let's go down and meet them. And so we stayed at the hotel that one of his best friend from college like booked. And he's like, this isn't the exact hotel where the conference is, but it's a hotel, whatever. We get there. It's like the fucking Gilded Age in there. It's like everything is gold and reflective. There's a live lady playing the harp in front of us.
The harp?
The harp. And there are people. And it's like, if you'd like to make a reservation for tomorrow's noon tea, then you've got to sign up here.
Noon tea?
Yes. So there are people having tea and champagne. So, of course, I was interested. And then they're like, it's $50 per person. I was like, I'm less interested.
Oh, no. I can brew my own tea at home. I'll go to the boba place across the street.
And, you know, I'm tacky. I brought champagne with me.
Well,
because we had a fridge in the room. So I didn't need to pay for that champagne and tea time, but it was nice that it was there and an option. And so we hung out with them, but also while they were conferencing, we kind of went by Pacific Beach, I believe is the beach that we went to in San Diego. And we ate at a place and watched the sunset. We found like a secret tiki bar in that area down there in Pacific Beach as well. And it was St. Patrick's Day. So we went to a St. Patrick's Day parade, and I was looking at this and I was like, so I'm related to these people?
Yeah,
like,
that's your family. Those are your brethren.
I still look upon with confusion as an outsider, even though I've learned that, you know, according to 23andMe, we're closer than, you know, may appear. So that was an interesting moment.
Are you going to convert to Catholicism now?
No.
Why not? It's fun.
We love everybody, but I don't see myself converting to any religion at this stage of life.
Okay, but it's fun, like all the holidays that you're not really sure exactly what they are, but like you're still just like, yeah, I'll put these ashes on my head. Yeah, it's like Palm Sunday. I forget what happened, but like Palm Sunday, you know, you have like little fun rules. You get to have pizza like on Fridays because you're not supposed to eat meat during Lent on Fridays.
Oh.
And so and I had pizza this Friday, even though like I'm not like a practicing Catholic.
Right.
I'm still like so very culturally Catholic.
Interesting.
That I'm still just like, oh, it's Friday, pizza. Like
so
my
like,
brain just goes.
Do you not eat meat during Lent except for Friday? Is that the part?
No, you don't eat meat on Friday.
Oh, okay. I'm understanding. Okay.
Yeah.
And you follow.
I'm not really. Okay. But like it's like sometimes like I'll eat meat on a Friday and I'll be like, oh, I forgot it's Friday. Oh well. But still my brain is always just like Friday pizza.
Wow. I love that it's specifically pizza as if there's no other non-meat option for you.
Sure. When you grow up in New Jersey and everybody's Italian, it's like, first of all, you're eating pizza multiple days a week to begin with.
Of course.
But then when it's Lent on a Friday, pizza place, that's what you do. Pizza places are off the chain.
Well, now I know. I mean, this is the more you know, absolutely. So I came back here and it was a bit of a longer drive than I wanted it to be. I believe we were in the car for about 3 hours today, and we drove my little Mini Cooper, so I was in charge of the driving. So I came home, got here around 4:30, laid down for a good 30 minutes to an hour before preparing for the podcast, and now we're here.
Do you feel prepared?
I do feel prepared.
Feel well rested?
I feel well rested. We have requested for some give me moments, or not give me moments, from email my hearts from people in the live chat, and so we're excited to go through the many that have come in. And I'm ready to start with the news for idiots.
All right, give us the news. Give us the breakdown.
The most important album title of the year has been released. Beyonce's Act 2, which again, I knew was not Renaissance Act 2, it was Act 2, going to be something else. Beyonce announced on the 12th of March that the new album is entitled Act 2, Cowboy Carter. And I must say, I feel like there's a lot of hubbub on the Discord, on the interwebs, of people being like, I fucking hate this title. I hate this title. I believe someone to my right said, this title, I really don't like it. I truly don't mind it. And I feel like I'm in the minority there.
Okay, here's the thing. I wouldn't call it a bad album title.
Okay.
I would not call it bad. If someone else like released an album that was called Cowboy Carter, I'd be like, oh, fun.
Right.
It just feels a little, not disappointing, but it feels like a slightly different, like, not step down, but like in terms of like album titles. I think, because I was thinking about it, I was kind of just like, okay, why does this title Cowboy Carter like kind of just make me go, oh, okay. Not like, oh no, change it, but like,
right.
Okay. Because I was just like, first of all, it doesn't have the sort of like the sort of like majesty of like a Renaissance. It doesn't
right.
have the intrigue of a Lemonade where you're like, what the fuck is this going to be
right.
about? It doesn't have the power of like a B-Day. It doesn't really have that sort of power.
Yes.
But I'm like, no, it has to be something more that's like sort of making me feel a little, not so excellent about this. And I think it's because she announced like she's putting out a country album and the word cowboy is in the title.
Oh, and you think it's like a little too on the nose?
I think it's a little too on the nose. It's kind of like as if like Renaissance was called like Disco Ball Fever. Okay, it's a better title than Disco Ball. Like, you get my point.
I
like,
see what you're saying.
I don't think she needed the word cowboy in there. I feel like it's like it's almost if like it's commenting on the fact that this is going to be a country album as opposed to just being a country album.
I see that.
Now, I say this fully anticipating that it might be the best album I've ever heard because
of course.
Tina Knowles said it was
her favorite
years.
Because she's had it for years.
And I mean, Texas Hold'em is a fucking classic, and 16 Carriages is a gorgeous piece of music.
Gets better every listen.
So I am fully on board with this album as a whole. I'm excited to see the cover. And who knows, when I hear the album, I might just be like, oh, this should be called Cowboy Carter.
Right.
Like, it totally fits. But when it first came out, I was kind of just like, oh, okay. And I've never felt that with a Beyonce album title.
I also feel like people probably were like, I feel like people have complicated relationships with their feelings about Jay-Z.
Okay.
And so using his last name is probably weird for some people. But to me, it's like, well, I went to the Mrs. Carter World Tour back in 2013. And clearly by the end of Lemonade, she forgave that man. And so that was years and years and years ago. I'm just getting to that point after his speech defending her at the Grammys. So I didn't mind the title. I didn't mind the little teaser art of the saddle and the flag atop it.
It's a very pretty picture.
It's a pretty picture. I'm excited to see the official cover. Yeah. I, of course, bought a box set as soon as one was available. So I'm getting that black box set as soon as, it gets to my doorstep. I'll be opening it up. But I just can't wrap my head around the fact that Beyonce's releasing a new album in like less than 2 weeks. It just feels like we know so little. Like we don't have the album cover. We don't have the track list. And I don't know. I'm excited for it to happen, but I almost am in a state of disbelief of it happening.
That's literally any Beyonce time. Like, no, I'm always in a state of disbelief when it comes to Beyonce shit.
I know.
Like, I also am intrigued by the fact that she calls it Cowboy Carter as opposed to Cowgirl Carter.
True.
Is she commenting on someone else, or is she referring to herself as a cowboy?
Could be. Well, I mean, she wrote King Bee in Lipstick in the
she does play
era.
with the gender.
She does.
So Beyonce. A cowboy. She should have been in Brokeback Mountain.
She would have been great.
Oh my God. She would be such a good Ennis.
Is Ennis Anne Hathaway?
No, it's Heath Ledger.
Oh.
She's a cowboy.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Okay, if Beyonce were to be Ennis in Brokeback Mountain, who would be Jack, which is the Jake Gyllenhaal character?
Would we need a woman with her?
Of course.
Okay.
I don't want a movie starring men.
Right. I mean,
especially when it's a movie about gay cowboy.
That's true, gay cowboy. It's like, I guess if we're talking about at the time, it'd be amazing to see Britney and Beyonce.
Britney is such the jag.
Right, as some lesbian cowboys. I think that'd be really lovely.
Oh, God. Ang Lee, get on this. Let's go.
I think the ship might have sailed on this idea, but it would have been cute back in the day, absolutely. And speaking of album announcements and busy springs for the 2K Mats, Dua Lipa has announced that her third album, Radical Optimism, is being released on May 3rd. And the cover is out, and she is in the water next to what some see as a shark, some see as a dolphin, apparently. It is looks like an 11-track album. There are rumors that the album is 26 minutes that I truly don't believe, because the first 2 singles are both over 3 minutes. So it's like, unless these other songs are all like 2 minutes on the dot, that doesn't make sense. But I'm excited. I am just already exhausted because, again, our live show, which you can click the link in our bio, our notes app here to get tickets for that in LA, is the day after this release. And this is also going to be following the Beyonce album release and the Taylor Swift album release. So it's just going to be a very busy spring for the two of us, and editing those fucking album reactions are no joke. But thank you guys so much for watching the Ariana one, because I think we already have 100,000 views there, and that was a cool moment. But I'm excited for the album, nervous about the work, and just like prematurely exhausted.
Okay.
Right?
I think the work will be good, because I think the fact that it is so short is kind of just like, okay, I'm hoping that she picks the best of the best that she had in her Rolodex. I never imagined this was a dolphin. I was like, girl, that's a shark. You better get out of the way. I think the cover's excellent.
I think
the cover's really cool. Radical Optimism. I think it matches future nostalgia. Like, it's like, I think like that sort of aesthetic like works well. It seems like a nice transition.
Yeah.
I was expecting something a little more like industrial looking. For sure. As opposed to like, we're in a body of water.
Yeah.
Just because Houdini and Training Season were very much just like all like grays and the like maroon hair and everything. So I was kind of surprised when I saw this album cover, but still I like it.
I like it too. Good. I agree. It does feel like a very big shift from what we were getting from the singles, but I'm still excited to hear it. Absolutely. I really enjoy both Houdini and Training Season, so I'm excited to hear what she's got up her sleeve.
All right, Dua, let's go.
Yes, Dua, we believe in you. And someone who probably needs to put out an album this year is a Mr. Bruno Mars. According to Complex, he allegedly has a $50 million gambling debt with the MGM casino. Apparently, he has racked up a debt as high as $50 million to the MGM, unknown sources have said. MGM, this is a quote from the article, MGM basically own him. He makes $90 million a year off the deal he did with the casino, but then he has to pay back his debt. Adding the insider claiming that the singer only makes $1.5 million per night after taxes. Part of Mars's MGM contract reportedly included the creation of the Pinky Ring, a cocktail lounge inside the Bellagio. News Nation reports that another project is in the works as well. I feel like it must be so hard to work with someone as famous and as rich as Bruno Mars and be like his money manager and being like, hey, Bruno, please stop gambling immediately. Like, this is not just a little amount of money that you can pay off in a second. $50 million is $50 million. Even if you wrote fucking Treasure and Uptown Funk, like, that is real money. Like, that is a huge chunk. Like, please stop. I mean, clearly I don't mean to judge. He may have an addiction to gambling. That's a very valid addiction. But it sucks that he like can't because what you'd say is like, you should remove yourself from the environment. Maybe you shouldn't be at a casino all the fucking time. But if he has a residency with the MGM, he's like a stone's throw away from the issue. I don't know. It was worrying.
I know. It suddenly made me realize that all the student loan debt that I acquired from 4 years at NYU was not that much.
I mean, a drop.
Just kidding. It was a lot. And it actually still is a lot. Thank you. But I think that's really wild. I'm just like, I don't know, if I was that rich, I would just be like, I got better things to do than
I know.
than like, because my thoughts on games. I'm not excited.
I like a game, but I mean, you saw me at the Chinese Lunar New Year party. I don't like a game where I lose money. I like games in which, we all play for pride, but actual like monetary investment in a game?
I know.
That's stress. That's why it stresses me out just reading this number for Bruno.
My first time going to Vegas with you, it was just like, oh, you put $1 in and you were like, I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah, this is one addiction that I don't think I'm going to have.
Yeah, I don't think I would have that.
I don't think of myself as cheap, but just frugal and money conscious, which I think is a good thing.
I think I'm a very money conscious person.
And I think that's a positive thing. And I feel like even if I were as rich as Bruno Mars, which like if only, I still wouldn't be gambling out the wazoo. Maybe I go up, my $1 would change to like $1,000, because you'd have more money. But.
Yeah, I guess. I can't even imagine.
It's just like I can't relate. We just can't relate.
I've never been in that situation.
No.
And I can't imagine what it's like gambling with like money you don't have. Like with like fake money. Like
I mean, I assume it's money he has, but it's like, I guess, yeah, like it's on it's like put it on my tab kind of stuff.
I guess I've never done that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I've never.
I know.
I'd just be like, no, if I'm going to like gamble, it's like, it's going to be money that is entered into the machine.
Right.
I put that $20.
Exactly. And I wouldn't even want to use a card. It's like, no, I need to take the money out of the machine. It's like, this is the amount of money I'm spending here tonight.
This is what I have.
And like, oh, I'm out. Let me head to bed.
Let me go to bed. Or you know what I always did at Vegas because I would go to Vegas. My dad used to live in Vegas. When me and my brother were little, and so every summer we would go out and visit him, and we would like go to like casinos and stuff like that, and like, but you know, we were kids, so we couldn't gamble. And what would we do? We'd go to the arcades. We went to the arcades, and I guess, you know, my dad would like pay for us to like play at the arcades. But we would win tickets, and then we'd come home with like a big prize. Go to the arcade, Bruno. The arcade's more fun anyway.
I love an arcade.
Oh my God. And you know, I'm not huge on games, but like an arcade where like tickets come out and you can like pick something, that's my fucking shit.
Interesting. I didn't know you and the tickets.
Oh, I'm good with the tickets.
All right. I love that for you. The Origins Twitter account is calling out distributor Neon. Apparently, and Origins is a film you have seen, correct?
That I love.
And this is the Ava DuVernay film?
Ava DuVernay starring Anjanou Ellis Taylor.
Apparently, they have distributed quite a few movies in 2023, 2 of which had Oscar attention, which was Anatomy of a Fall and Robot Dreams. But Origin failed to break into the awards conversation, and now the Origin Twitter account is speaking out. It is not run by Neon, obviously, and they've called out how Neon did not even invite Ava DuVernay to the Oscar party on March 11th. In the past week, they've retweeted articles from 2022 referencing how Neon botched distributing the Aretha Franklin biopic Amazing Grace, and from 2019 how they botched distributing the Alfre Woodard movie Clemency. The underlying, you know, we're saying something here. I think
Clemency's great.
Is it? Yeah. Well, it seems like we're saying Neon underpromotes these movies helmed by or starring people of color.
I did not know that they also had like did Clemency. I didn't know I didn't know that the Aretha Franklin biopic. I didn't know that.
It just seems like like for an official Twitter account to be doing something like this, they must be fucking furious.
Oh, I saw that tweet. I was at work looking at my phone when I shouldn't have been. And I just looked at it and I was just like, is this the real like official Twitter account? Because you know, Twitter doesn't, you know, who knows what is
I know
a blue
those check
next
marks
to.
mean nothing.
And so I looked at it, I was like, this can't be the real Origin like account and everything. And then when I saw this article pop up, I was like, oh wow, it is. And I mean, Neon's had like, you know, some excellent stuff over the years. Like they did, I think they did Titan. Like they had a lot of like the Palme d'Or winners of like recent years. And I think they did Parasite. I think Neon was Parasite. And so that it was just sad Origins release. Like it's like technically a 2023 movie in terms of like Oscar contention, but like it really came out in theaters like beginning of January of this year when like all the movies that people were going to see to vote for, like people had already seen. Like it's very, very hard when something like comes out that late. And the movie Origin is so good. So I was like really disappointed that it didn't perform as well like throughout awards season as I feel like it could have. Because I was really, really impressed by the direction and the script and just like the scope of everything that it covered. And Anjanou Ellis was excellent. And y'all know my thoughts about Audra McDonald's performance in that movie. She's on screen for 2 minutes and it's truly unbelievable. And so yeah, I wish Origin got a better deal.
Yeah.
Everyone check it out. I'm sure. I don't know. Is it
on streaming yet?
I don't know.
I mean, I hope this doesn't interrupt the streaming release plan. I hope Neon's not like pissed and gonna like not focus on that. But because I would like to see it, and I assume it's not in theaters anymore. So. Just wild stuff happening on that Twitter and more social media news. Apparently, the House has passed a bill that would outlaw TikTok in the U.S. Unless the Chinese owner ByteDance divests its interest in the popular app. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here, but I know people are upset. And it does seem odd that this is like the focus of the House. But I've also heard from people who seem very knowledgeable on my Instagram that like this is not unprecedented.
Yeah,
and like
it happened with Grindr, I think.
Yes, it happened with Grindr, and like it actually worked. They did sell, you know, to a US based company. So maybe that's what I assume is going to happen. I just can't imagine that the amount of users that are in the US, like that TikTok is not just going to sell, or like the Chinese partial owners are not going to sell their part. But I understand people are upset and people are pissed, and I worry. It's an election year. Well, I don't want people to like, like really conflate this into something it's not. But it is interesting that this is how we're spending our time.
Well, and it's interesting because I truly like don't know what to think of this. I don't use TikTok. I don't know like all the details.
Also,
like,
we have 35,000 followers on TikTok. I must say, for somebody who doesn't use it.
Yes. Thank you so much for following.
Yes.
As you can tell, Matt Palmer is the one in charge of the TikTok. I check it occasionally, and I'm just like, okay. And so from everything I see, like of it, and the fact that it's like not unprecedented, the fact that Grindr went through the same thing, I'm kind of just like, okay. And the fact that it passed with bipartisan support, I'm kind of just like, okay. Like I imagine there is something to this. They want to like make sure that American security is like okay, that like, you know, this like, because the thing is like the Chinese government even like has restrictions on like TikTok or something like that, and so that they don't have like on it with American TikTok and everything, and so I'm kind of just like, okay, I can definitely understand the concern with this, and in terms of like, oh, is this the only thing that we can be like worried about? It's like, it's not like we're able to like scratch our nose and our like butt at the same time. Like we're able to, okay, a bad body part, but like, you know what I mean? Like and I think the fact that it had bipartisan support, I'm just like, okay, this feels like a legitimate concern, you know, whether, you know, it passes in the Senate or not. That's, you know, who knows what will happen with that.
Right.
But yeah, but a lot of people are kind of like blowing it up, and they're just like, oh, this means that like TikTok is definitely banned and like blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, no, that's not what it means. And clearly that's like something that kind of reflects the problem that is happening with TikTok, which is that like wrong information is like getting out there, and like people are just sort of believing what is just being said in their own bubbles, even if it's not true. And so, which is a problem across like all social media platforms.
Yes.
But yeah, the fact that people are like conflating into this like huge thing does also make me worry that maybe like a bill like this is needed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's like, I assume there are people who know a lot more about this than I do. And I'm just going to watch what happens, as they say.
Well, because like you saw, what's his name? One of the makeup guys. There's like four of them.
James Charles.
Sure. There's like four of them, and they all have the same
one of
name.
those makeup guys?
It's like one of those makeup guys. There's like four of big ones.
Yes.
And he was just like, yeah, the fact that like we're in all these wars and like we're doing, and this is happening, and then they want to ban TikTok. And it's kind of just like, okay, well, we're not in a war. like he's like saying all this like wrong information. And the fact that like he's like, they're banning TikTok, which is also wrong information.
Right.
Like, that kind of just goes to show like there's so much wrong information out there,
right?
You know, so
I must say, as it comes to social media, there was an article that I have not read in full, I'm going to say, but just like I've read the snippets, and it truly like is so worrying to me. And this is a weird thing that I have very strong feelings about. There's a new Cosmopolitan article called "These Kids Made Their Influencer Parents Wealthy. Will they see a dime of that money?" Ooh. And it talks to, I believe, a former child of a like mommy influencer kind of person who showed a lot of content that involved her children, and like, you know, not blurring faces, and like this is all monetized content where it's like, oh, you could get some of this money like if you show like whose room is decorated in this way, XYZ. Look, I understand. We are on the internet. We are people that are monetizing our opinions and like our faces, whatever. We are consenting adults and deciding to do that. Like, I'm not going to say for every parent, like, don't post your picture of your kid on social media for XYZ reasons. But if your income is based on how well your children perform on camera, and it's like it's worst. I mean, both are bad, but like being a child actor, you could at least be like, oh, well, you got swallowed up by the industry. What an awful thing that happened to you. It's partially the parents' fault, but like this is directly the parents' fault.
Sure.
If you are a family influencer and your money is dependent on your child working, reminder, that is what they're doing. They're working. If you're getting brand deals based on the fact that you're showing your kids and like making them do things things XYZ ways, making them retake shots. It just, the entire industry really, really creeps me out. And I'm like, if there's a way, if we're talking about getting protections on social media in, the government, let's talk about this. Like, children should not be exploited in this way. And it really, really grosses me out. And I just needed to talk about it.
Well, the thing with like child actors though is like there are legal protections for those children and everything, like with SAG and with like television. And I believe like on reality TV, there's now protection.
Oh, good.
There's,
okay.
Right. Or they're trying for that to happen, or if they haven't, they've been trying for years, but I think there are at this point. But the thing with like social media stuff and social media fame is just like, like the people who are making it have full control over everything, which is why like people, like they start off like on a high and then it just like crashes and burns because like it's one person with full control like over everything, which like in a way is good, but like it's also in a like there are ways that people can't be protected, and people also make horrible decisions when that happens.
Like just like on a base level, like why is your child also your employee? And like it's optional that you pay them. Like I feel like there absolutely need to be protections for minors in this situation. And I feel like as these kids get older and older, which like a lot of them are hitting 18, like the internet's been around for a long time. YouTube's been around for a while. Hopefully more of these stories come out and it becomes highlighted how much it is needed, because those family channels and the fact that like it's their kids making this money for the entire family and the parent is basically the employer. Like your boss and your mom should not be the same person. Like and unless you're an adult, but like if you're a kid, no, it just really skews me out. It grosses me out. I just needed to highlight it because I had a lot of feelings just reading the headline.
And it's
I
kind
needed to get it out.
And it's kind of just like when you're making stuff on the internet, like you're concerned about viewership.
Yes.
Like even though like we make these videos for fun and everything, but like we check and we're just like, oh, this video's doing well. We're so excited and everything. And I feel like if a child grows up with that sort of like mindset because they see mommy and daddy mindset, and the child knows that they are a part of that whatever industry you would call this.
Right.
I feel like that cannot be good.
And I feel like a lot of times it's not even implied. It's like literally a directive from your parents. I don't know. It just all skews me out. And I just needed to verbalize that because it had been weighing a lot on my heart this week. Okay. Apparently there's a couple movies being made. I'm going to skip that.
We love movies.
We love movies. The guy from Poor Things is doing a new movie with Emma Stone and the director, Yorgos.
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, him. He has a new movie. Emma Stone's in it.
I know, and it's coming out soon. Like it's coming out middle of the year. It's like Yorgos, you better work. Jesus. All right.
Joe Alwyn's in it.
Oh, Joe Alwyn. Well, he's in The Favorite.
Yes. I did know. Lily Allen also has said that you can't have it all. I don't know why I said it like that. But she loves her children, but they ruined her career. Allen has admitted that her two daughters have totally ruined her pop career because she chose to prioritize them instead of work, adding, you can't have it all. Some people choose their career over their children, and that's their prerogative. But my parents were quite absent when I was a kid. So I think it's good that she is being honest about this. I feel like, a lot of working parents, especially working mothers, are put in the unfair position of feeling like they have to choose between their career and raising their kids, or like being an active and present parent. And, can you think of a more misogynistic and ageist industry than music, specifically entertainment as a whole? So I think it's good that she is vocalizing. It's sad to read because like Lily Allen has some great fucking shit.
Well, and I also watched the video. Yeah. And she like says like they ruined my career in like a joking way.
Oh, good.
Like,
okay.
So it's not just like, oh,
she's not like super upset.
No, she doesn't like mean, but yeah, I think it's wonderful that she's honest, like and saying that just like it is so incredibly hard to like have everything. I remember my acting teacher, like freshman year of college, she was just like, we were all sitting there talking, and we were all 18, and she was just like, and we were like, oh yeah, well, we want to have kids and we want to have houses, but we also want to be famous actors and blah 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 blah. And my acting teacher, who was 55 at the time, who had been acting for decades, and she's just like, I'm gonna tell you all now, like, I hope all of that happens for all of you. you will likely have to sacrifice one or more of those things on your list. Right. Like it is very difficult to like sustain and juggle all of this and to like find success in one thing.
I know.
So I think people should say it, more often.
Absolutely. I do also just want to say that her second album, her sophomore album, It's Not Me, It's You, is one of my fucking favorites. So if you want to give Lily Allen a spin, I suggest you start there. There's just a confusing one too. I'm going to skip it. Jonathan Bailey's going to be on Heartstopper season 3.
Okay. Is that confusing?
No, I skipped the one that was confusing.
Okay. I was about to be like, okay, why are we confused about this?
No. He's going to be on Heartstopper season 3. I'm excited for a gay adult storyline, I assume, is what we're going to get here. And everyone who likes Heartstopper, I love that for you.
Okay.
And I'll be watching every episode. So, also speaking of television shows, The Bear has been renewed for season 3 and season 4, and apparently they are filming the seasons back to back. So don't get too sick of Jeremy Allen White and Iowa Debris because they're going to be around on future award seasons. There's more shit in the can, and I hope it's great because that show is very good and very deserving, and I love seeing Io in particular, but that whole show get the awards they deserve because I very much enjoy it.
I feel like they're shooting them back to back because they know it's just like, okay, because you know how like short shows are now.
Yes.
After like 3 or 4 seasons, actors are just like, hi, I'm done.
Yes.
Like, I want to move on to something else. So I feel like producers are probably just like, they're going to get tired of this real quick. Let's back to back 3 and 4. Let's
Especially
go.
with Io's star rising so quickly.
Oh my God.
She's in literally everything and she's excellent in everything.
Speaking of, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my God, yes. Happy St. Patrick's Day to Io and myself, I guess. So, and not you. Weirdly. I'll never get over that.
I'm Catholic.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So happy St. Patrick's Day to me too.
Great. I love that. Is there any other news for idiots you want to share with the people?
I don't think so.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break and then be back with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Yes, we did it.
Can Severance please take notes and film seasons back to back? I would love that. I would fucking love that.
Oh yeah, and Hong Chao is in the New Yorgos. Let's go.
Look at you.
I know Thomas Newman is doing the score for it, and I love Thomas Newman's music, and he has yet to win an Oscar for score. So,
oh really?
So I'm kind of like,
Maybe
let's go Thomas
happen.
Newman. Yeah.
Has a Yorgos film ever won Best Picture?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he only has a couple. Like he only has like The Lobster, Killing of the Sacred Deer, The Favorite, and what's it called? Poor Things.
Yeah.
And I want to say he did a feature before The Lobster, but I could be wrong. But yeah, never won Best Picture.
Okay. Maybe next year. Maybe Joe Alwyn's going to bring it on home.
Well, this one's coming out in June, so.
What does that mean?
It's difficult.
Okay.
Granted, though, like Everything Everywhere All at Once came out in June,
yes.
I think, or May or something.
Yeah.
Of 2022. Coda came out in like June of 2021.
So anything could happen.
And Oppenheimer came out in July.
Wow.
So like
that's crazy. I didn't think about that.
We're having a string of like early year releases that are winning Best Picture. So also Steel Meg is clearly B's Jake.
Megan Thee Stallion? Or Meghan Markle? Or Megan, what are the Megans?
I was thinking the shark.
The Meg. Have you reacted to Ariana's new video? We did. It's on Patreon. Patreon.com/2gaymats. You can find it there. And thank you guys for the email my hearts. Y'all were fast and furious with that show.
Y'all really were. I appreciate it.
I'm excited.
Because you know what we love giving people? Content.
Content.
We want people to listen to us talk and talk and talk.
Good on Beyonce for giving Bruno some coin to pay for his debt. Is it confirmed that he's going to be on the Beyonce album? Have you seen the trailer for the Biker Riders?
Biker Riders? Is that the movie that was like canceled or like it lost distribution with oh God, who was in it? Oh God, it was Austin Butler. It was a really good trailer, and then I found out that like right before it was supposed to come out, it lost distribution. Is that what you're talking about, Jake? I could just look it up myself. Megan Thee Stallion for Brokeback Cowboy Carter Mountain. Hello Vicente.
Hi.
From Brazil.
We love Brazil.
Everything Everywhere All at Once came out in March.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
That's wild.
The Bike Riders.
Do I have to give me moments? I'm trying to think if I don't know that I consumed any new content really this week because we were traveling. We were traveling soldiers.
Do you like a road trip? I don't. So that wouldn't be my give me moments, but
I don't. What if you just do a video of Email My Hearts? I know you tend to keep some for the next week if you get too many, but you never use them. No, we usually use them in the following weeks, unless they're like bad.
I'm sure we've like accidentally forgotten one or two.
It's true.
That we're like, oh, we'll do this next week, and then we've forgotten.
Michael Smith, you had me cracking up with I Guess We Are the album art too. Did you guys hear the snippet of Sabrina Carpenter collaborating with Girl in Red? It sounds so good. No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs came out like February of 1991, and that buzz lasted the entire way.
Wow.
So that was a big deal.
We are excited for the Tortured Poets Department album. We're excited to see what she has to say about Mr. Alwyn, Yorgos' buddy.
I know. Oh, God, what's going to happen?
I don't know.
Does it make you want to see Yorgos' film?
I mean, I like Poor Things, so maybe I'll watch it.
All right.
Maybe I will watch it. I'm like, did I do it? I mean, it's like small. It hasn't even really happened yet, but whatever. I can talk about it.
If it gave you a moment.
If it gave me a moment.
Listen, the people just want to hear. They just want to spend time with us.
Do.
And if you would like to spend more time with us, you can spend time with us on May 4th, live in LA.
Yes.
If you're in the Southern California area, click that little
link.
link.
The thing is, we won't go this hard about them if y'all buy tickets, and then we will stop.
I know. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired?
Aren't you tired?
Ain't you tired? Ain't you tired of hearing us talk about this shit?
Bruno had a cowboy-inspired pic that came out days ago, and he also wore the same buckle B wore from her Ivory Rodeo campaign, hence the connection/theory. Okay, I mean, I would be happy to hear it. I'm not like convinced it's happening, but if it were to happen, I'd be thrilled.
Silence of the Lambs is just MC's fans reacting to the J-Lo visual album. What?
We were silent. The lambs were silent.
Oh, that's funny.
Is it bad that I'm still curious to watch it? Like, I still need to see.
I thought you meant Silence of the Lambs. I was like, Matt Palmer, you see Poor Things once, and you just.
Matt Palmer, your anxiety over this show is sending me. I'm not a patient person. I like things going well. And the thing is, once it all goes well, it'll be done. But this is all going to be around my birthday. My birthday.
I know.
Poor me.
What was your favorite Oscar winner from this year? Zone of Interest for sound.
Whatever Anatomy of a Fall won. I love that shit.
Original screenplay.
Yeah, I love that shot.
Yorgos loves Taylor Muses, Joe Alwyn and Emma Stone. Any Oscars prediction for 2025? Don't know.
Don't know.
None of them. I mean, apparently Saoirse has a really good performance coming out.
I haven't heard her name in a couple years.
Her movie premiered at Cannes or Sundance, I forget. And people are like, oh, it's great. So she's a little due.
Isn't Ryan Gosling in a movie that's coming out soon?
Oh, The Fall Guy?
Yeah,
I hear it's fucking excellent.
I don't know why.
The trailer's really cool.
What is it about?
It's about like a stunt man who has had an affair with this director, and then they like had a falling out or something, and so they work together on a new film, and she's just like, I don't want to work with you, and then apparently there's some like crime involved, and they have to like come back. So it's apparently like a rom-com meets like action film.
Okay, that's fun.
It looks really, really fun. What else? Ooh, at film festival, Civil War apparently is like, people are either like, oh, this is like such an incredible movie, or people are hating it. Like it's very polarizing.
Is it about the Civil War?
No, it's
okay.
It's about a imaginary Civil War that could happen in the future.
Okay. I would come, but I don't live in LA. Sorry. That's okay. Thank you for saying you'd come if you weren't.
If you know anyone who does.
Yes, exactly. Forward that ticket along.
Who wants to see some two gays scream at each other?
Who doesn't, really?
Who doesn't?
That's my favorite way to spend a Saturday night. Dune 2 will be in the condo for sure.
Oh, Dune 2 is getting a buttload of nominations.
Saoirse has The Outrun and Blitz. Oh, she's in 2 movies this year?
I guess.
That's cool.
Civil War trailer was triggering. What's your take about Olivia Rodrigo?
That was the story that I hadn't gotten my head around. Apparently, Olivia was originally passing out Plan B and other like abortion, I don't know, like pro-abortion paraphernalia at her shows.
Like sexual health.
Yeah, sexual health stuff at her shows. And apparently they're no longer doing it physically, but some of the tour proceeds are still going to, good causes like that. I think it's really brave that she did it in the first place and getting the feedback from these parents. I understand the team needing to change course, but I am glad she's also not fully pivoting away, because I feel like Plan B is important. Sexual health is important. And I think it's amazing. And it's unfortunate that she got like any negative feedback for that. The Zendaya movie, does that have any awards chance? The gay one?
Challengers? It could. I mean, it was supposed to come out like November or September of last year.
Yeah.
And then it got pushed to April, end of March, I think. I mean, it could very well. I mean, yeah.
All I saw of Fall Guy is Ryan Gosling singing in his car to All Too Well and TBH. That's all I need. I didn't know that.
Oh, so that's fun.
Montana's going to be in that theater.
Oh, how much did that cost to put All Too Well
in? She's charging them. She's charging them. I can tell you that.
Oh, the trailer for The Fall Guy looks so good. I probably won't go see it in theaters, but I'm excited to watch it once it's available to rent and stream. Saoirse needs to play the young Meryl Streep in a biopic to get that Oscar. She was passing them out, but then got in trouble because there were children present.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, well. Oh yeah, Luca. There's a new film called Queer.
It's actually called Queer? Wow.
Yeah, I forgot who's in it. I think it's the guy from Challengers.
Oh.
The Challengers and...
Which one? The guy from...
No, not the one from West Side. No, not Mike Feist, but Josh O'Connor is his name. And some other...
Josh.
And I think Paul Mescal?
Is he being gay in another movie?
Yeah, I think they're both being
gay. I think
Is Josh O'Connor gay? I forget.
I don't know that. Paul Mescal is not. And like, we love to see him do gay stuff. But at some point, I think... I'm keeping my eye on him and the Nicholas Galzentine, whatever his name is, boy. Because it's like at some point you all need to take the Darren Criss vow of like, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Like, come on, even James Franco stopped doing gay shit.
I know. Well, James Franco stopped doing anything, didn't he? Not to be a bitch, but didn't he do something problematic?
Yeah, something. There was like a story.
I think it was young girls. He was kind of
something. He was like reaching out to young girl
being
fans
in some way,
and it happened right when The Disaster Artist came out. What, 2017?
Yes.
Or 2018? I forget.
Right.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
But like, if you're taking your children to a show with songs and lyrics that say it can't get you off, you should know that things might be passed around. I mean, fair.
McKenna, wait, never mind. I forgot he sings All Too Well in the car. Got to plan a theater trip now. Amazing. So you're going to see the Fall Guys now because All Too Well's a part of it.
I wish Zendaya starred in a really Oscar-pushed film. I don't think Challengers is it. You never know. We love Mescal to do gay stuff.
Like in general, outside of movies. He doesn't do gay stuff outside of movies, which is my point. Which, you know, I have complicated feelings.
He can do whatever he
wants. I don't know that. I don't know that for a fact. But just wanting to say... openly gay actors, I think they should be cast in gay roles as much as possible.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. Because if I said it, people would be like, ah.
I mean, it's just true.
You know.
Because apparently, whatever. I'm not going to be on my soapbox about this, but you're right and I'm right about this. Paul stars in the History of Sound with Josh O'Connor, queer drama directed by Oliver Hermanus. Great.
I love you, Matt Palmer.
Oh, thank you. That's nice, Moon River.
Yes, I will be planted in that theater for that 30-second scene.
And you're going to have a great time.
I
hope the album is great.
Zendaya may do well in her Oscar contention if she plays Cleopatra. To be honest, I support Plan B being accessible, but distributing a medication in a stadium filled with minors does seem a little like a possible liability issue. I agree. Like, passing around a medication is a little kind of like...
Yeah, it's like I don't know the laws.
You know, I think like condoms is a little less controversial, just because.
TLC did condoms.
Hey, and yeah, I think like because I don't know like if there are any like side effects of like Plan B.
Again, this is why I didn't talk about it because I don't know all the information. Love you too, Matt S. Oh, Moon River, you're so kind.
Do y'all watch Drag Race?
I do watch Drag Race. I have not watched the latest Untucked, but I did watch the latest episode and. I won't spoil it, but I feel like it was the queen that went home. It was her time, but I thought she did a great job. And I feel like the fandom, not that I'm so plugged into the fandom, but I feel like people were being a little shitty to her.
Okay.
Because she beat out some people that looked like they were going to go really far, but I think she did a great job and she'll be missed. I think we need to, we all need love and be kind and spend joy. I agree.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the latest set pics of Timmy Chalamet as Bob Dylan?
Looks like Bob Dylan.
Who was the lady who was Bob Dylan in that one movie?
Kate Blanchett.
Yes.
Well, everyone played Bob Dylan in that movie.
Oh.
I'm not there. That was 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's getting multiple biopics?
Well, I mean, the last one was 2007. And I'm not here... It wasn't like a sort of like straight up biopic. It was very much, it's like there were a bunch of different like segments and all these, like Terrence Howard played Bob Dylan in like a segment. Kate Blanchett played him in a section. Like it was more of a not like sort of like a straightforward biopic, which I imagine this Timothée Chalamet one will be. So
who are you rooting for this season on Drag Race? I think I'm an officially Saphira person. Nymphia is my number 2, and I have been rooting for her in the same breath. But I think last week's episode really sealed that like Saphira should be winning this season.
You guys are so cute. I could spend all night here. Oh,
that's so nice.
We will be leaving at some point.
Not you cutting us off.
But we'll be back next Sunday. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm thinking about coming in May, but don't want to be the oldest OG Karen there. No, you're a Kathy, not a Karen, by the way.
Yeah.
And literally, there's no age limit. You have the best time. Bring a friend if you want to.
That is one thing I love about like the Kathys.
Yeah.
Like it's like they range from so many different ages. And so I'm like, okay, that makes me feel good. That like.
Because like there are lots of youths, but like if you're listening to us chatter on about Mariah Carey and Carol Channing, you gotta be
a little old.
And
we're on here just being like, oh yeah, we're on TikTok, I think.
I know. That feels like, well, I never use TikTok. It's like, babe, we have a TikTok and we need people to follow the TikTok.
Everyone follow our TikTok. Everyone follow our TikTok. Thank you.
Yes. Matt Steele is single.
I'm very single.
Palmer, mom wants to know what you thought about Sutton's meltdown with Kathy Elton was about to come out during the Beverly Hills reunion. Tell your mom that I believe Sutton. I believe she really did have a medical issue at the reunion. I haven't finished watching that episode, but she was just being taken to an urgent care as I stopped watching.
Chalamet doesn't change his hair in any of his films, and it's driving me crazy. Does his hair have an insurance or something?
That's funny.
I think his hair is relatively timeless looking.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear? He heard Deeper Well and loves The Architect. I need to listen to it. I was traveling this weekend, so did not get a chance.
And Dinner with Friends is cool.
Dinner with Friends is cool. We love cool.
I love the lyrics to it.
You sound like a Britney Spears Twitter or like Instagram caption. I like it. I think it's really cool.
I think it's really cool.
I think it's really cool.
The Architect, cool.
I think she's a really interesting artist.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love Britney.
She's the best.
Wait, are you
guys
iconic?
Nah, baby.
No,
Jackson, his boyfriend is in the down there.
No, he's at his mom's house.
Oh, he's
at his parents' house.
Further away.
But no, it would. And the thing is, it's good. We're not a couple because you know what we're never gonna do? Break up. It's so good. I love Anime Eyes and Giver/Taker.
Anime Eyes is cool. I like Anime Eyes. It's cool.
It's cool. I need you to come
Britney.
For our
wow, it's a really cool album.
For our Beyonce review, I need you to be like, that was really cool.
That was really cool.
I thought that was really cool.
That was really cool.
A queen. All right, should we do part 2?
Sure, we got some emails.
Yes.
How long have you guys been friends? For a little over 12 years.
Ooh, is it really 12 years?
12 years.
When did you move here?
January 11th, 2012.
You in these states.
Hey, I write on my journal.
Mom just screamed bullshit at the screen. No, justice for Sutton. Kathy, I also think Kathy is mean. And I think we all know that. And Sutton, people have been judging her diagnoses all season. She was the one with the small esophagus. And now this. Justice for Sutton.
And her small esophagus?
Yeah. Anna Marie, who's a kind of a nurse, was like heard about Sutton's esophageal issues. And that was like a storyline for half the season. It wasn't a great season of Beverly Hills.
Okay. You know what? How did you guys meet?
On Craigslist.
I applied to sublet a room on Craigslist, and he was one of the roommates. And we also found out after I applied that we went to NYU at around the same time.
Yes.
We were different years, though, and different programs.
Had mutual friends.
But we had mutual friends. And so he, to make sure that I wasn't a crazy person about to live with him, like was like, hey, Shane, is Matt Steele crazy? And Shane was like, a little bit, but he's harmless.
Was it Shane I reached out to?
It was like, Shane, you might have reached out to someone else.
LD.
I don't
know. Because we'll talk later. Yeah, I don't know. But if you do break up, we've established I'm going with whoever takes me to Disneyland more. Iconic. In 2 to 3 years, too soon for a proposal? For me? I'm not. We're not worried about that.
And they've been together for 5.
You've been for 5. So
2 to 3 is the right amount of time. Girl, what are you waiting for?
When it happens, it'll happen. There's no rush. If there's anything gay people are going to do, it's not rush into marriage.
But it's 2-3 years together too soon for a proposal?
Is it? It depends. I think it depends on your age.
Yeah, it completely depends on your age.
Depends on your age, and it depends on
the relationship.
The relationship. If everybody's ready and excited for it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's too soon, across the board.
Maybe if you're like 19, you
yeah.
can wait.
If you're in your 20s at the end of the 2 and 3 years, then I would say yes. Okay. In my personal, if you're like 32 and it's been 3 years, then I think that's
like,
not
go for it.
Go for it.
Let's go.
If you're like 28 and it's been 2 years, it's like, let's keep it going.
I think 28's solid.
Solid.
For
maybe long engagement.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys know any artists from Brazil? Just curious. Anita.
All right, Montana, don't laugh that loud. We're mask. You know that about us.
We're very mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What other artists do we know from Brazil? I don't maybe not musical artists, but I just finished Survivor, the Philippines, and Abby Maria is from Brazil, and she's one of the best characters I've ever seen on Survivor. I consider what she did on Survivor to be an art. So.
Rodrigo asked, we're going to really record part 2, but it just got heartbroken. Any tips on how to get over a guy in a healthy way?
Rodrigo.
I'm sorry to hear that. I would say, to quote Lord, care for yourself the way you used to care about them.
Yeah. And just know that it's okay to be in your feelings for a little bit, and that is a normal reaction.
Yes. If you want to wallow for a bit, especially if it just happened.
Yeah.
I remember getting my heart broken and being in that bed.
And just go ahead and feel the things you feel, but just keep reminding yourself this too shall pass.
Exactly.
Just remind yourself it will be okay.
You need to just take all the time you need. And I don't know, we're all different in this way. My personal opinion is take some time away from the person. Even if you're wanting to be friends in the future, I think right after a breakup would be time to take a little bit of a break just so you can really get yourself together. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just know that it's going to take time and you're going to be okay.
Do you guys think Lorde has a new album coming out this year? Hopefully at the end of the year.
Yes, not anytime between now and June.
We're busy.
We're very busy.
I'm sorry, but did you guys say...
We don't have any Kate Middleton thoughts. I hate to tell you. Okay. I hope she's okay.
I hope the surgery went okay. I hope everything's good.
And I hope, that their marriage is okay. There are many theories. We're not royalists. And
I don't know much about... I don't follow it. I wish everyone the best.
I wish everyone the best.
Maybe don't say mask and yes in the same sentence.
I thought we were believable. That was me acting. I can't believe I didn't get the part in Devos.
You can be mask and say yes. I feel more straight guys say yes to me than gays.
You know what I'm hearing a lot?
What?
I'm hearing a lot of straight guys and straight people, and this happened on Love and Split in a scene where they're like, "Oh my God, what's the tea?" And it's like, "Because you're using tea a little too much." It's just my personal feedback is tea is getting overused by the non-gay community. Talking isn't tea. It has to be legitimate, serious gossip. You have to earn your tea.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, "Oh my God, what'd you do today? What's the tea?" It's what'd you do today is not tea.
No, especially me.
Read that journal.
Read the journal. It's just ooh.
Oh, we should be recording this. Let's get back to part 2.
Okay. All right, guys. I know we started this podcast with a big giant ad.
We did.
And Matt Palmer has another ad.
I do. Guys, if you are listening or watching the podcast right now, thank you so much. Make sure to go to your Apple Podcast or your Spotify and leave us a 5-star rating or review. It helps us so much. We want this podcast to reach as many ears as possible. That would help us so much. We do only accept 5-star ratings. And also, if you enjoy us a lot and want to get more content from us, go to patreon.com/2gaymats. And for as little as $5 a month, you get extra bonus content of it from us. You get to join the Discord, meet a bunch of friends you haven't met yet, and make sure to click the link in the episode description for tickets to our LA Live show, which is happening on May 4th at 7:30 p.m. You're gonna have the best time. Can't wait to see you there.
Best time, because we're gonna be having the best time.
Yes,
we always have the best time.
It's true.
Okay, so this is Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. Thank you very much. And the first question we have for this week comes from Jake. Jake, a subject line I love, and that is movie musicals.
Yeah.
He says, "Hi, Mats. You just asked for emails on the pod, and I thought I'd contribute one."
I love it.
With the rise of movie musicals in the past few years, what are ones you would want to see? What musicals or directors or casts are you dying to see? For me, Spike Lee directed Caroline or Change with Fantasia as Caroline. Or Company, directed by my 2 favorite words, Damien Chazelle, with Andrew Garfield as Bobby. Love the content, guys. I mean, Andrew Garfield as Bobby is great. And of course, Fantasia as Caroline is I get hot thinking about it. But I was also thinking, because, you know, I'm dying for a Caroline or Change movie. I think Da'Vine Joy Randolph would be fucking excellent as Caroline, because she's an excellent singer.
Is she really? I didn't know that.
She was in Ghost on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
I didn't nomination for that back in like 2012. And Spike Lee would be a great director. I think Ava DuVernay would be an excellent director for Caroline or Change. I mean, I think Spike Lee would be great too, but like, I think Ava is she's good at like a little bit having like a touch of like fantasy like elements in her movies. That's like just enough. And I mean, Caroline or Change has a singing washing machine, so like you need someone who can like do that.
Absolutely.
So Spike or Ava, I'm totally down for that. I'm just down for a Caroline or Change anything and a Fantasia anything. So I think that's a great idea. I had years ago, I made a giant list of like a bunch of directors and like the musicals that I think they should direct. And like, I'm trying to think of like what I wrote down. I was like, David Fincher should direct Chess at some point. I was like, oh, Clint Eastwood should direct Violet. I think Jane Campion would make a beautiful like 110 in the Shade. And we were just talking on the live stream. When is a Legally Blonde movie musical
we need it.
Going to happen?
We literally need it. And like, Mean Girls did well, guys. Everyone loves Legally Blonde. I realize that she and Mindy Kaling are working on Legally Blonde 3, but we can do two things at the same time, especially if you're Reese Witherspoon, and we need that Legally Blonde movie musical like I Need Air, okay? Yeah. There was talk of having Dove Cameron, I still don't know how to say that name, as, Elle Woods. That would be excellent. And you know, my personal dream for years has always been one of my favorite musicals of all time, Next to Normal, with Mariah Carey starring in the lead role.
I mean, iconic.
It would be truly iconic and otherworldly, and I would love for her to write a new song for the movie version. You know, she would hopefully get that Oscar nomination. It would be the musical equivalent of Mariah in Precious. You know, like, it's like we don't need to see Mariah as like lead diva person, and she would be the lead, but she would be a very different kind of character.
I think it's such inspired casting for Diana.
It feels like she needs something to sink her teeth into as an actress. Like, she's better as like the comic relief or as like a person that's very unlike herself, because the public has such a clear vision of what they think Mariah Carey is. So if she's something close to that, people kind of roll their eyes. This would be so different. Okay. This would be a breakthrough.
Also, Toni Collette would make a great Diana as well.
Yes.
I mean,
I actually just watched, because Jackson had never seen The United States of Tara, and I just watched the pilot with him like 3 days ago, maybe. Fuck, she is so good on that show. I love The United States of Tara, and we all need to be rewatching it more than we are, myself included. I can't wait to rewatch. I'm sad it was only 3 seasons, but this is a show where she has, I believe it's called DID now. It used to be called multiple personality disorder. And the way that it's like a great show all on its own. Brie Larson is in it as the daughter, and John Corbett is in it as her husband. And there's a lovely actor named Keir Gilchrist, I believe, as the son. Anyways, it's a wonderful show on its own, I swear, but it is like Toni Collette. If you want to see her acting her fucking face off, it's a tour de force. I didn't know this was my Give Me Moments, but apparently it is. Okay. I don't know how we got here.
I also was just thinking this thought the other day at work. I was just like, you know what I need to see? I need to see every great director's version of Cats. I want to see how every director would direct Cats, and then at the end of, I guess, like the Earth's lifespan, we will all judge who did the best one. I want to see Terrence Malick's Cats. I want to see Spielberg's Cats. Wow. I want to see every version of Cats, because I think like that could really be a test. Like, I could really see directors being like, how am I going to do this? You know, give them all the money. Give them all the money they want. And they can all make Cats, and then we'll all judge it.
You can judge it.
Okay. I will watch all of them too.
I don't want to. I will not see one of those. I didn't like seeing the first Cats.
Oh, it was the
I
best
didn't
day
enjoy
of my life.
that. So you can have all the Cats you want. And I wish you all the best on your journey.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll be having a great time. Every Giving Me Moments for like the span of like 12 years, we'll be like, okay, so I just saw the Daniels version of Cats.
No thanks.
I mean, that would kind of like slap as well.
Pass.
Okay, so the next email comes to us from Joe. Oh, love the simple question. Joe wants to know, hey, Matt, what's your favorite song of Britney's Femme Fatale?
Ooh, great question. I want to go as the first thing that comes to mind. I'm going to look at the track list just in case there's anything else that's a possibility.
I want to go is just so
It's
excellent.
so good. I mean, I really love Till the World Ends as well. I think that's a great single. Trouble for Me, I think, is the most underrated song. Like, that is the song that I wish could have been the single that was not one. Up and Down is fun, but no, I think it's between Trouble for Me and I Want to Go, and I think I Want to Go wins.
It's not between anything for me. It is I Want to Go.
All right.
I want to go. Oh.
Thank you for the question.
Okay, we also have another question from the iconic, legendary Montana.
Yes.
And her question is, I'd love to see you guys live. If you have a live show coming up, when is it? And where can I buy tickets? That's a great question, Matt Palmer. Do you have the answer for that?
It's May 4th. It's in LA, and the tickets are in the notes section of this podcast. We promise to be less annoying about this a little bit in the future, but it's important that you buy tickets, and I hope you do. We can't wait to see you there.
All right, guys.
All right.
Okay, so are we on to email? Not email my heart.
Give me moments.
Give me moments.
Yes.
So I guess I'll go first.
You should go first.
You might not have one.
I might not. I just might not.
So this is giving me moments. This is the section where we talk about what content really gave us moments this week. And so yesterday, early in the morning, at like 10:30, I went to the movie theater.
Oh.
And I saw a really, really fucking hilarious movie called Problemista. And it was written and directed by Julio Torres. He's a New York-based comedian, I believe. And it was starring him. So he wrote it, directed it, starred in it.
Wow.
And starring him playing opposite Tilda Swinton, who... I'll just give you the plot. It's sort of like a surrealist, like absurdist comedy about this young man, and he's like a little awkward, really, really shy, and he has immigrated from El Salvador, I believe, and he is living in New York City, and he is working for this like cryogenic like thing where people can freeze themselves and wake up in the future at some point.
Whoa.
And he's working on a visa, and because the whole like program, like getting like visa sponsorship when you want to like legally work in the United States if you're not a citizen yet, to like work your way up to becoming a citizen is so astronomically difficult.
Yes.
Like I have friends who like are working on visas, and they're just like, it's so horrifying because like you could lose your job in a second, and then you lose your sponsorship, and if you don't find a sponsor within a month, you are in the country illegally, and like you are at risk for getting deported. It's like, it's so stressful. And so he loses his job at this company for a very funny, stupid reason. And so he starts working for the wife of one of this like artist who froze himself, and the wife is Tilda Swinton, and it's essentially him trying to like be the best assistant he can possibly be because he needs to get, and she's like, if you do a good job, I'll sponsor you, and so he just like needs to like do a good job to get this sponsorship because like the time is ticking, and she is so fucking insane. It is
Lord,
like out of control how insane she is. She is just this crazy artist woman who like, those like people who are just like so out of touch when it comes to technology.
Yes.
And they're just like, I mean, I say this as someone who like doesn't edit cut pro still, but like she uses this like outdated like software system for like organizing her husband's like artwork and everything, and he's just like, why don't you use just like Google Pictures? And she's just like, oh, I don't know how to work that. And so she used this like horrible system that like he has to like figure out how to use, and that's like the through line for the whole movie, him trying to figure out how to use this thing.
Iconic.
And she's just like, it's like The Devil Wears Prada just like on steroids. And it just goes to show that like Tilda Swinton, I always forget, she's always thought of as this like super serious weird actress, and like does these like sort of like weird roles and everything, but like no, let's not forget how fucking hilarious she is and how down she is for comedy. Like she's so good in Trainwreck, like she in Budapest Hotel, like she is so funny, and this performance of hers is a tour de force. I think the writing is so good because what I love about it, what Julio Torres does is the atmosphere is so ridiculous and the humor is so absurd and these crazy things are happening, but yet it's still so focused on the story and of the objective of the main character. Like the story doesn't get lost in the absurdity of it all. It's so adorable, so endearing. The performances are so good. Actually, a friend of mine is actually in it.
Oh, cool.
Like I truly had no idea he was in it until he popped up like near the end. He plays someone who works for a toy company.
That's amazing.
And I was like, oh my God, that's Miles. I haven't talked to him in years. And so that was a nice little surprise. Hi, Miles. Great job in the movie. So yeah, it's so good. Like if you just want like a comedy that is ridiculous and meaningful and like it's like it warms your heart like at the end and but it's still just like so clever. It's really fun. It's called Problemista, and it's in theaters now.
Wow, I think I've seen the trailer or something, and it did look very funny.
It's so good. It's really good.
I didn't even realize that was Tilda Swinton.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
She's insane. Like I love her to bits. I think she's so great. Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah, I don't think I have a Giving Me Moments. Maybe my Giving Me Moments truly was the Tara, because I am excited to rewatch that entire show. It's been such a long time since I have watched it. And Toni Collette, an actress. But yeah, I don't think I have any other official, because I didn't take in a lot of content. I was in San Diego visiting friends, so I haven't been like really consuming. But I'll give Casey's album a listen. I'll even give Justin Timberlake's album a listen.
Oh, you're so giving.
I'm so giving. I'm so giving, even though it's really long. Except I will say it's annoying that like I saw a tweet about this, but it's like that said, I'm glad Beyonce didn't wait until she fell off to bring Kelly and Michelle on stage with her, because Justin very famously did not bring the other members of NSYNC out for like the Super Bowl, but now that he's putting out his album and he's like, you know, he's viewed in a different light these days. Suddenly he's okay with having them on a song, having them featured, having them pop up at the Wiltern in LA at this free concert.
I mean, you know, it's nice that he's doing it.
It is, but it's like, I would rather you just go back with NSYNC, do a tour, make some new songs with them if this album doesn't do what you want it to do. Because like that's what I feel like the public wants for him. And just at some point, you just got to give the people what they want. And the people want an NSYNC reunion where we can hear JC sing his fucking face off.
And you know what the people also want? Mariah Carey starring in Next to Normal, the film. Mariah Carey or Toni Collette. It would be funny if like they alternated, like in between scenes. Like one scene it's Mariah, the next it's Toni.
Or maybe just like it's Toni until she starts singing, and then it's Mariah.
And then it's Mariah. That's iconic.
I also think we are the only people that want this. Oh, I really do.
If you don't want it, then like you have horrible taste, because what he just described is literally a blockbuster. That reminds me of my roommate Travis and I are like, you know, we love coming up with movies for ourselves.
Yeah.
And he has this movie idea where like he plays a guy who like decides to like pretend to be a lesbian for like a period of time, like just to like see what it's like. And so it like, but every time he's like not like disguised as a lesbian, I guess if that's a disguise, like disguised as a lesbian, like he's playing himself. But then in the scenes where he's a lesbian, it's Jessica Chastain. Like we have a shot where like he like puts his hand on the door to the lesbian bar and he takes a deep breath and he's like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go in, and then the door opens and then out walks Jessica Chastain.
Brilliant. I'd watch that movie too.
We love creative casting decisions.
We very much do.
We love an absurdist comedy like Problemista, Travis as the lesbian,
or Next to Normal
starring Mariah Carey and Toni Collette.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, guys, thank you so much for watching and or listening. We'll be back next week with more 2Gay Mats, the podcast.
Thank you so much, guys. May 4th.
May 4th. See you there.
Bye.
Cute. Matt, I was the first ever patron and email my heart, if memory serves me correct. Thank you guys for providing so much
joy
to me.
Thank you for writing us, Robbie.
That's so nice. And more importantly, introducing me to Ray of Light. Oh, absolutely. This sounds insane, but so engaging. Take all my money for the Mariah and Toni Next to Normal.
Oh my God, it'd be brilliant.
I'm glad we're into it.
Every time she sings. Well, the whole musical's kind of sung, isn't it?
No.
Okay. All the non-singing reaction shots of Diana is Toni.
I'm ready for it. Oh, guys, we did it.
We did it.
We recorded it.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be so good.
Who bought their tickets? Raise your hand.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. We're going to be putting this out. I have a whole email list of people I have to send an email to. So you better get an email list together.
Oh, yeah.
Of like, these are who we need to send emails to.
Nice little live blast. The live show should be everyone watching Palmer react to Babylon. Oh, thank you so much, guys.
I think 6 people bought tickets, and that is so nice. Oh, wow. They might be all people I know, but still they bought tickets.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, guys. Greta Gerwig, Legally Blonde would be very fun.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Favorite Toni Collette movie? Muriel's Wedding is mine, I think. I don't know that
I do love The Sixth Sense.
I loved Toni Collette in that movie, Muriel's Wedding. But I don't know that I've seen any other Toni Collette movies.
I've never seen Muriel's Wedding.
Really? It's great. trying to imagine Mariah singing I Miss the Mountains. Oh, it'd be amazing. Hey. Matt Steele's favorite song of all time.
I love that song. But you know what? Mariah could make me like it.
Absolutely she could. Absolutely she could.
That you don't know. Oh, that scene. That scene is so excellent.
Oh, beyond.
Ooh, when she throws that silverware, it's like, yes, Al, let's get them.
How many times did I see fucking Next to Normal? I feel like 1 billion. I saw it 1 billion times. Oh, hold on. I forgot to do an ad. We'll do one here. 1 second.
Make way for ad.
Yes. Yeah, I've done a lot. Saw that show more times than I've seen any show. I think.
What about Little Miss Sunshine? Have you seen Little Miss Sunshine?
Oh, yes. She's the mom in that. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I love Little Miss Sunshine. What a cute movie. Yeah.
What's Steve Carell up to these days? Things of note?
I don't know. What's he been doing? Hi, am I late? Santiago?
Never too late. Yes, we're happy you're here. I can't go. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay,
That's
Montana.
fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm worried that the show may be canceled, Grace says. It won't be canceled.
It's not gonna be canceled.
We're just going to keep fighting for people to buy tickets.
We got months of this, guys.
I know, right? We have months. Oh. So what else is going on?
Yeah.
How are people feeling?
Anything? Is everyone feeling good?
Because I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm ready to eat.
I haven't eaten dinner.
Have you not?
No, you think I eat dinner when I leave for work?
I don't know.
That stuff? Probably. I guess it would be the 60-year-old virgin. Now
He's not 60 now, is he?
It came out in 2004.
Wow, did it really?
Yeah.
Is Steve Carell 60? I'm looking up Steve Carell's age.
I would imagine he is 58.
He is 61.
Okay.
Wow, he looks great.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I need to look like that when I'm 61.
Can't wait for March 29th. That's how I feel.
Yes.
Precious the musical where Mariah gets to sing down.
I don't think Precious the musical's a great idea.
I'm happy to make anything.
I know.
As long as
you'd
it's
be
good.
there. You'd be there.
If it works, it works. I miss Dua and Beyonce talk.
Don't worry, it'll still be on.
We love them.
We love them. Spoiler, we love them.
I got back from a cruise to Mexico today. I'm exhausted and have to work tomorrow. But the cruise is fun.
Yes, that cruise sounds great. I hope you had a great time.
I've never been on a cruise.
I haven't either. I'm like, would I like that?
I would hate it. I'm sure you had fun, Jazzy, but
I just worry, like, maybe because the boat is so big, you don't get seasick. I wouldn't want to be like stuck in a confined space.
I'm okay with that. I'm more so like I don't want to spend my vacation with other people.
Oh,
like a bunch of strangers.
I guess it depends on how many people are there that you know. You know, like then it could be fine.
Like it's like I don't know, like have these like I don't know these like fun events with like a bunch of people. I don't know. What do you mean I have to go in this pool with strangers? My card was declined by the. Oh no.
2 game mats is not in line with my usual purchases, I guess. No, try again. Call your company.
If at first you don't succeed.
Yes, we believe in you, Tangerine. And we can't wait to meet you because it's also a bar. So if you just hang out afterwards, we'll be there and want to say hi.
Yeah.
So try it again.
I actually saw because I think I've seen 2 shows there.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Which shows?
One was a magic show and the other one, I forget what it was. But one was definitely a magic show.
Okay.
If I'm thinking of the same place.
I saw a podcast premiere there where people like had done a fictional podcast where like they had written the stories and it was like all audio, but then they were showing like a visual that was essentially like kind of related to what was being talked about, almost like a screensaver. Oh, we listened to the first 3 episodes. It was fun.
Okay.
In a cool space. It's also like, I mean, this is again maybe a little too in the weeds. It's like the number of tickets that we're selling feels like larger than the number of people that can fit in that space. Like when you were there, did you think that was the size?
I would have said it's about that many people.
Really? I think it feels smaller.
Theaters are always like surprising when it's like, oh, this is
500
seats? Okay.
It's not 500 seats.
But it's like whenever like I see a theater and I'm just like, oh, this looks like, about 100. And it's
right.
Like, oh, no, it's 500.
Wow.
Like,
I guess maybe I'm just bad at estimating that kind of thing. But in my head, I was like, can I really vote that many people?
Also, now I need a Greta Gerwig and Boz Lerman Katz. My mom was in an elevator with Boz. I should have gotten her to pitch.
Oh, my gosh. 2GM is a scam. Confirmed. Not true. If it's a scam, you're in on the scam. You're the one who asked us a question about will you promote your live show again?
I know, Montana. So you're going down with the ship. New York show.
That would be where we'd go next. But yeah, if this one goes well, you never know.
We love New York.
We have a lot of patrons in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they could all
and
come.
I fly out to direct things.
Oh, you do? Yeah, and I guess
I'll be in New York.
It would be fun to go back because I was just there not so long ago. And it was like, oh, wow, I remember this. I went to school here.
You're like,
yeah. You know, I'm very like, now that I don't live there, it's just like I was full tourist. And I still would when I go down.
It was when I went there, it was the first time I had like walked around New York since before COVID.
Oh, wow.
Because like I had been to New York, but it was just like going in, slipping in a Broadway theater and like slipping out in like 2021.
Right.
So this last Christmas time, this is when I got to like spend a day in New York and just like walk around. And it was like the nicest day in December. And it was just like, I was just like, oh God, I love this.
That's what I did too. I walked around for a whole day too. And I was like, this is great. This is what I want. Oh my gosh. Was there anything else you want to tell the people?
That we appreciate you being here. Have
we
you all
do.
seen Dix the Musical? No,
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. So
I do love Megan and Nathan.
Oh, yes. I was like, Megan who? Megan Mullally.
Nah, you hacked my email address. We would never. You think please, I don't even know how TikTok works. You think I can like learn how to hack into anything?
Right. But hey, maybe that'd be a good role for you. Like tech whiz.
I did play a tech whiz in the movie Dark Desire.
Oh, yes. I remember Dark Desire.
Lifetime movie.
Yes.
Dark Desire, 2012.
Yes.
I still get like $25 residuals for it every other year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where do they play it?
On Lifetime.
All right.
I think in like, internationally.
We love walkable cities.
We do.
Just like LA. I can go on a walk around my neighborhood.
Oh, nice. A neighborhood.
And I can get to like food stuff. I live near a walkable.
Can you go neighborhood to neighborhood?
No.
No.
No. I can't in my car. And you know what? I love my car. I guess that's probably not PC to say, but I like
my car.
I like my car.
Titan over here. Are you all fashion girlies? You've always dressed well, but I wonder if you think much about it. No,
we're
we
not
don't know much
really.
about. But thank you.
Thank you so much.
I do need to get some new clothes. I'm a little.
I do too.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a can to open so we don't end it. What? A can?
I don't know. Lies. Hey, LA, walk every day. I do walk every day though in LA. That's something.
You guys look 12.
Oh,
thank you.
Yes. Soon enough, we'll be like Goo Goo Gaga. We'll be like Emma Stone at the beginning of Poor Things.
Yeah, I know. Wow, spoiler alert.
It's all fun and games until you need a restroom. If you walk in LA, they think you're all... Not if you're walking at like... I mean, I guess no judgment. I don't know if there's time. But I'm walking in my neighborhood at like, 6 p.m. It's fine. Matt B loves climate change. I do not. I don't. And my next car is going to be an electric one whenever I get it. But, I think it kind of has to be actually... If you buy a car after like 2025 in LA or
my goal in life is to never ever buy a car.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think, if I got that new car.
I do not think about cars. I truly like.
True,
I could be like Bruno Mars, millionaire, and like I would be like, oh, I guess like. I should have a car. I have a car, but like I don't ever like it's a 2011.
Yeah.
And it has very low mileage.
That's
so like it's gonna last me a while, and I like take care of it. Like I like do like the maintenance stuff on it and everything.
Right.
So it's gonna hopefully last me a long time. But
a tree did fall on it.
I have bad luck with that. Yeah. But you know what? I got it fixed.
You did.
That was a horrible day.
That was the craziest thing.
I know. Y'all. I stared death in the fucking face.
Were you in the car?
I was in the car. And the tree fell on my back windshield.
That happened to my dad when I was growing up too. He was in the car and a tree fell on the car. And like if we were in the back seat.
Oh my God. And I'm just like, if I was just like 2-3 feet back more, like I would have been.
Did the city give you money? They should
nope,
have.
They did
that
not. Because the tree was from a park.
Did the park give you money? Someone should have given you money.
Nope, I sure tried. Don't you remember?
That is
Steel,
bullshit.
would you consider a scooter? No. You look like a Vespa type. No.
No, going fast on something without doors. He's not doing that.
And I don't know how to ride a bike.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't even like, he called my convertible a death trap. So I don't think he's going to be on a Vespa.
There is no roof, absolutely not.
No roof. I mean, the roof comes on and off.
Death trap.
It's not a death trap.
No. I'm never going to buy a car until I can fully drive. I don't trust that either.
That's the thing. I hope that we live long enough that one day I will trust a self-driving car. I'm not there yet.
And I'm not like a person who's just like, I'm so scared of technology, but it's like a self-driving car.
Cars. a bridge too far at this point, especially because you see all these accidents. It's like, am I trusting Elon Musk with my life? Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. So I would just love to never have to buy a car. So, but it's like by the time my car gives out, I hope to be living in New York City.
That was a wild day. It was a wild day when Matt Steele had that incident.
And I was like driving. It was raining too in LA. That's why the tree fell, because like a giant branch collapsed. And I was on my way to set to shoot this like web series and everything. It was early in the morning. It was the day after we finished shooting the teaser like the fake trailer for Divos.
Yes.
So I was already exhausted. And then just like that happened. Oh,
did you make it to set?
I did, yeah. I mean, I was late. I told him, I was like, "Hey, this happened," and then like one of the like PAs from set like picked me up and like,
that's nice.
And like said like, "Oh, you can park the car like in my driveway, because I have a driveway available and blah blah blah." So like that was nice of them. It was a nice company of people, but oof, bad.
Wait, is this an NYC relocation announcement? Better not be.
Yeah, my car's still going, girl.
Self-driving cars. Has anyone seen Grey's Anatomy this week? No, but that makes me nervous. I won't be watching it, but I bet something bad happens with a self-driving car.
I don't need to see that. I'm leery of self-driving cars. What's going to happen when it breaks down? No one knows.
I know. Give it like I hope in 30 years I trust one. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be no time soon that I trust one.
Oh yeah, it would be decades.
But I think it could happen.
Oh, that's
more royal stuff. I hope that's not true. He just got to be king.
I know. I don't want that. That's crazy. That's sad. Yeah, my brother's there. I mean, I wish everyone the best. What?
Isaac. If you're here and you're named Isaac, and we have someone, I think Tangerine also got theirs, but
thank you
guys. See, I'm already less stressed about the tickets. All I needed was to beg for an hour and have people we know buy some and have people we don't know buy some.
Oh, did we talk Kate theories? We didn't.
We are not.
We really don't know.
The theory is we don't know.
The theory is we don't know.
I hope y'all tell us one day. But guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Oh yes, I guess Lemus has said he bought his live show ticket. I can't wait to meet you, Isaac. Stay after. We need to take a picture together. Thank you so much. I can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, we'll be there chilling.
Yeah. And you can buy me a drink and Matt Steele some Sprite or something.
Don't buy me like, and even if it's like water or anything, because I'm gonna have to pee every 5 seconds.
Hey y'all, I'm late, but your guys' videos are very comforting to watch, and I love your guys' friendship. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You guys have a live show. Yes.
May 4th, if you're in the Southern California area.
Yes.
May 4th in Los Angeles.
The link is in the chat. The link is in the comments. People are gonna get so sick of us promoting it, but the thing is, when we have friends that have shows and you see them on Instagram every day, and you're like, oh my god, I get it. But I get why.
Yeah.
I get why. But honestly, since things are going better than they were when we first started this podcast, and that's all I wanted. And it's gonna be so much fucking fun, I promise.
Yeah, and I've never listened to a podcast that was like recorded live in front of an audience, so like I'm excited to see what we come up with.
I'm excited to see what
we've been tossing around ideas. Yeah. And in April we'll like really like solidify stuff. But it's like we have some fun ideas. How long have you guys been friends? 12 years. If you're one short of the show being canceled, I'll buy it.
The show's not going to get canceled. Maybe I'm over.
The show's not going to get canceled.
I'm like over making this a big deal. It's not going to get canceled. Don't worry.
Michael.
But thank you, Michael.
The last Grey's Anatomy episode had a self-driving car being beta tested. And of course, things did not go well.
I don't want to do the beta testing.
No.
We love you guys.
Yeah, you guys are great.
I have to go get food.
Go get food. I have to go drive home and then eat food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Food number one.
Food number one.
Everyone have a lovely night.
Bye.